care if you've been rocking that bulletproof hoodie all night. If you up, smash that like button. Welcome to Black and the Black Times Infinity. I'm your host, Cthulhu's Prodigy, coming to you live and direct from the Dro. Smoke me out, fam, with that dang shit. On my left, Stitch.
Always forward, never backwards.
Ooh, I love it. We're going to get into it. On my far right, engineering on the ones and twos, choking me on the threes, sports Kratos.
I'm pressing all the buttons, goddammit.
All right, and in the middle, we got the oldest ninja in the world, Old Ninja.
All I know is you better do what Mama Maybell tells you, or you might be snatching back a nub.
Oh, shit. All right, in blue, we got back on.
Sorry, guys. I got some bad news for you. Janet Jackson is pregnant with another man's baby.
Oh. We got another guest. We have Cake Man back up in the fucking studio.
I'm back, bitches.
Oh! Well, we got an S-class interview, y'all. We have Jenny and Jenna from CoCo Avenue, K-pop superstars. What's up, fam?
Hi, guys. Hello. Stop asking us to twerk.
Oh! Yeah, that was my first question.
Damn, those DMs, though.
What's up? Black Girl Magic up in this place again. So, why don't we start it off? Tell us a little bit about how CoCo Avenue got started.
Okay, well, I am the founder of CoCo Avenue.
Oh, Lord. Oh, shit.
Well, actually, me and Jenna, we met through YouTube, and I reached out to Jenna because we got a lot of people confusing us for each other because we did the same type of videos, and we're both black, I guess. So I reached out to her, and we did a couple of covers together, and then from there, we started a group with a couple of other members who are no longer with us, but now we are a duo today.
That was back in like 2010 when we first met, and then we formed the group. Yes, we formed the group in 2013. 12. Oh, we gotta get this together. 2012, and then yeah, we've been a duo since 2015.
Where are the bodies of the former members?
Yeah,
we don't tell nobody. See,
So how'd you guys come up with the name CoCo Avenue?
So CoCo Avenue, we came up with that because obviously we're doing something really different. We're singing in Korean, and we wanted to do it in a way that it still represented us as Black women. So we didn't want to do it in another route or avenue. We wanted to do it in our avenue, and we're CoCo, so it's CoCo Avenue. This is our avenue to K-pop. So
awesome.
Nothing wrong with that.
We're gonna go deep on some K-pop questions in a little bit, but so what was I gonna say?
Well, what do you think of your question? I got a question for you. How have the Korean, I guess, market taken you guys into their, I guess, their culture, since you're not Korean yourself?
Well,
has it been positive? Have you had negative feedback?
We've gotten both positive and negative, but most of the feedback that we get is positive.
From Koreans especially.
So like we get invited a lot of times to do a lot of Korean events out in LA, like a lot of.
And in other states.
In Korea.
Yeah, in Korea, everywhere.
Yeah,
so from the Korean community, it's mostly positive. I can't even like pick out a negative comment I've ever gotten from someone who is Korean or a Korean comment or anything. So for the most part, from that field, it's pretty positive. Definitely.
Awesome. So you started learning Korean from your roommates. How did that come to be? Like, what made you learn Korean, and are you guys fluent now?
Oh, okay. Well, no, we're not fluent. We did live with a Korean woman for about a year, and she did help us out whenever she could. But for the most part, we learn with each other. And then living in LA, it's a huge Korean population, and we have a lot of Korean friends who will, correct us and let us know if we're saying things wrong or what the right pronunciation for things are. So they help us with, the studying aspect, but for the most part, we're doing everything ourselves.
I got one for y'all. So, since you're doing K-pop, to me, K-pop always goes with soju. What is your worst experience drinking soju that y'all have had? Come on now.
There's a lot of those. Oh, can I tell you a story, bro? Okay.
Tell away.
This is the good one. Okay. So there's a bar out here called GGM. No, it's happening. There's a bar out here called GGM, and out in GGM, Koreans drink a lot. I don't know if y'all know a lot of Korean.
Oh yeah.
Okay, yeah, they drink a lot, and so it's a lot for us to try to be on the same level as them. And I try to keep up. I try so hard.
Jenny tries very hard to keep up, but Jenny's very small, and like she's already like 80% water, and you like blend that with soju, and it's not a good look. So she drunk a lot, and I tapped out early. Because I don't know why I tapped out early. I had to go somewhere.
I mean, because you knew
I always tap out early.
She knew her limits, so she tapped out.
But I did go home, and at some point I was in my room, sleep, knocked out. It was like 2, 3 in the morning, and I hear this noise out my door, and the door bursts open, and our friend is carrying Jenny in the room, like carrying her on his back. And she couldn't even walk. I don't know what you did while you were out, but the coming back part, I was like, Jesus, that was a lot of soju. I don't know what you were doing.
That's creepy.
Pretty calm. I couldn't like even. I think I fell off my bed at some point, and like I just didn't get done.
The friend that carried her in was just like, you know what? I'm so sorry. Good night, Jenna. Like I don't got nothing else to say. Here you go. Here's your package, and like it was a mess. But yeah. That's our story.
Yeah, we've had a lot of folks get real fucked up off soju before. You ever been to the playground before?
Out here, no.
In Korea?
Oh no. Sorry, I'm thinking it's in SF. Yeah, there's a place called the Playground in SF that's pretty dope. If you're ever out this way, check it out. It's like a K-pop karaoke bar.
Oh, we've never been to San Francisco. But
What?
Oh. I know it's on my list.
All right.
We go outside of LA.
Your boy Blue.
Boy, Blue was thirsty.
Yeah. No, I'm just trying to be a nice host.
Yeah. There's a cup right here, bro. Yeah. Old Ninja here. I have a question. So you two chose K-pop, K-hip hop is what you guys post out. Why not R&B and hip hop in the States? What chose you to do K-pop?
Me? Okay.
That's for both.
So I will say that at first it was really shallow reasons. We both just happened to discover K-pop, and we both were already performing. Jenny was singing since she popped out the womb singing, and I was doing a lot of stage performances. And then when we got to doing K-pop, it's just like we love the music so much that when you love something, you naturally want to become a part of it. And this was our way of becoming a part of it. So early on, it really became just, this is fun and we want to do it. And nobody expects 2 Black girls to come out singing in Korean. Like nobody expects that. Now it's really warped into something different. We're taking more of a social stand in it, because the longer you're in this fandom, in K-pop, it's called fandom. The longer you're in it, the more you see a lot of problematic things when it comes to people of color. Mm-hmm. And we're not even necessarily listening to K-pop anymore. Our purpose now in singing in Korean is to show Black people in a better light than what they already know. And to have a voice in an industry that uses us a lot for entertainment purposes, but really doesn't understand where we come from.
And doesn't even appreciate us.
Yeah.
Like, they appreciate these little pieces of the culture, like, oh, let's wear baggy pants, let's do my hair in dreads. But Black people are scary. Black people are ghetto.
So we can't hire Black people.
Basically.
We can't do these things with Black people unless they're dancing.
Everything.
Yeah.
We can take everything.
As you can see, we might be a little bitter.
Sorry.
But
speak on it.
That's where we are now with why we sing in Korean.
Actually, we were going to ask you questions about that anyway, because we're actually fans of Keith 8. I'm a fan of him, but I don't like the fact that he drops the N-bomb so much. Do you notice that disconnect of, like, when they say certain words or do certain things that they don't understand, the cultural significance to us about that?
I have to tell you right now that they do understand. We've been around so many Korean people, both in Korea and here. They know what the N-word means. And, like, they choose to say it because it makes them feel cool, and it makes them seem like they're more acclimated into our culture than somebody else. Keith 8 for sure knows what the N-word means and knows it's offensive and chooses to do it anyway. A lot of idols have gotten into trouble for using the N-word, and it continues to get them in trouble, and they have to issue these apologies. So Koreans know that this is a bad word, but they continue to use it because they think it's edgy, and they think, they think they're edgy for doing it. So I wouldn't say that they don't understand the cultural significance, because a lot of them do. They just choose to not care.
It's just really annoying that so many Black K-pop fans are giving them the go ahead. Yeah, they're saying, "Oh, it's okay."
To me,
it
honestly doesn't. To me, it doesn't matter. Like, I feel like it personally affects me, and I don't want it to happen when I'm involved. But I understand that word is not as that word is not as big of a deal to every Black person in the country. And so I'm not gonna condemn you for not being offended, but I also don't want to be condemned for being offended.
But it's not even about them being offended. It's just about them a lot of times saying like, oh, he didn't know. It's okay because he didn't know. But they know. They know. They're constantly told like, yo, this is not okay. But these other people say it's okay, so I'm going to do it anyways.
But then also you gotta kind of look at like, you know, hip hop and rap music and stuff like that. Like they're constantly using the N word, so they're probably getting in their mind that they think it's okay for them to use it. Yeah. For nationality, and you really shouldn't be using that word.
Yeah, that's what the base thing is. Like they hear our music and they hear it being said all the time, and that's how it starts. Like they're like, okay, I hear it, so I'm gonna put it in my stuff or I'm gonna say it. But a lot of times, especially if they're super popular, they're told that they shouldn't use that word. There are interviews where you can see certain idols that, you know, they're arguing because, you know, nega and niga are so close.
Yeah.
And you see idols being like, no, I didn't say that. Calm down. Don't even do that to me because I will get in trouble. Yeah. Like, so they know the significance, but some people just don't care. They want to be hip hop, so they say it anyway.
It's funny you said that because we were actually watching a few videos. Like we first watched Keith Ape, and I think with Rap Monster too. We're like, did he just say nigga? I know Rap Monster. I don't know if he drops that at all. I haven't heard him say it yet, but
he said it. But he's an example of somebody who didn't know and has corrected it, and at least doesn't say it publicly anymore. I don't know what you're saying, like in the codes, like by yourself, and that's up to you. But he doesn't say it publicly anymore. Whereas Keith Ape has been messaged numerous times about saying it, and he just doesn't care. So
yeah, it's a shame too, because actually I like his music for the most part, but when he drops the N-bomb, it's just like, man, I can't. Like it's hard for me to get totally on board. Like I want to go see him in like concert or something if he's over here, but it's at the same time I don't want to support somebody that doesn't give a fuck about the history behind that word, you know?
Yeah.
I'm going to switch gears a little bit on y'all. So you started off saying you do not twerk, but when it comes to throwing your ass in a circle, is that a no-no or kind of, sort of? What does that happen?
At least from a video standpoint.
Yes.
This is my opinion on it. We will twerk when we want to twerk. If it's a request, then we're not twerking. If we hear the music and it sounds good, then we gonna bust it open. Like that's what we do.
You better cue up something, get something spinning.
Hey, for the record, we would never ask you this question if you hadn't said we don't twerk.
Look, if you want to come to the city and bitch slap Prodigy, go ahead.
It was journalistic integrity. I had that.
It's just a lot of times the stigma when they see Black women doing Korean, the first thing they want us to do is like, oh, can you twerk? Can you teach me how to twerk? Have you seen the twerk video? And we just preface it with, hey guys, like we're Black, but we're not gonna twerk. Like,
exactly.
Wow. Right on. Is it the same thing with the hair? Do they always go, hey, can I touch your hair?
Oh, I got that a lot when I was in Japan.
All the time. Even like living in K-Town, like going to a Korean club, like people will come to me and just grab my hair. No, like not even ask me like,
yeah.
So it's interesting. I've been to Japan a few times, and when I was there, like there was a documentary I watched that talked about like Black influence in Korea or in Asian culture, and like there was a time where people thought, or Asian people thought, that the Malcolm X hat with the X on there was like a brand new rapper. And so that's why they were sporting that, and they were sporting like the old school like African thing. Like, you remember that?
The medallions?
Yeah, the medallion and stuff like that.
That's the 90s.
They just thought they totally thought it was like a new rapper that was coming out, and they were like supporting that rapper. They actually didn't know like the meaning behind it.
Damn. Well, let me piggyback on that. So I get a sense in a lot of our React videos or whatever for K-pop that the 90s hip hop and R&B culture is huge. And I just don't quite get culturally why. Can y'all break that down in any way?
I will say that especially in Korea, when it comes to trends, not trends, when it comes to things like sexuality or they're really chaste. Things are really chaste when it comes to Korea. They don't show a lot of like public affection in videos, and it's like super PG. And the 90s it represents a time where they weren't, looking at some of the stuff that was in the 90s. I'm not gonna say everything in the 90s is PG, but a lot of what's popular in Korea is super PG, and it's safe for them to draw from that and have an album as opposed to drawing from what's current, because what's current is a lot more adult than what a lot of Koreans are used to. So I think that has a lot to do with it. And plus 90s is like huge here right now.
The 90s were pretty dirty.
Well, it was to us, but the students that are popular over there, they wouldn't see. Yeah.
So like
I think that's what it is.
in a lot of the K-pop videos, I mean, we're always constantly learning and picking up on new sort of trends and things that were going on. So can you maybe give us some insight on this whole makeup thing where the guys seem to be kind of maybe wearing some sort of lip gloss type thing going on?
Eyeliner.
People get fucking pissed at us when they mention that these dudes are wearing makeup and lipstick. They get really pissed.
It's lip gloss.
The things that are considered like feminine here, it's not the same there. Like things are kind of leveled out. So like guys wearing makeup is just because they want to look good. Because Korea is all about looks.
Mm-hmm.
Everything, all that matters is the way you look. So if a guy can put on makeup and look good, and then be treated well because he's wearing makeup, then it's fine.
And I can't speak for Korean culture as a whole. As a black woman, I don't know everything about Korean culture, but I will say that it seems like they've been wearing makeup forever. It's not even just K-pop. It's like regular people walking down the street might be wearing BB cream or foundation just to hide like marks on their skin or to make their skin seem lighter. It's not even just like a K-pop thing. They've been doing that for a while.
Mm-hmm. In Asia, period.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. We learning stuff.
Yeah.
So here's what I want to ask. Popeyes or Korean food? Like, if you could only have one, like soul food in general.
Popeyes. I just got finished frying chicken. That's not
Boo. I'm the only black person that doesn't like fried chicken.
Oh,
I guess not.
We're going to put it
Yeah, look at that disappointment on their face.
He's not black then.
So, what's your guys' favorite K-pop group? Because I know on SoundCloud, your guys do have you do a. Sorry, just
No, keep going.
So you do what's the group of? Oh God, I forgot the name of the group. You do a 4-minute cover for them. But what's your favorite K-pop group?
Like boy group, girl group,
Boy, girl.
Yeah, both.
For girl group, for me, I really like Mamamoo. Mamamoo is a 4-member group. They're a little bit newer. I think they came out in like 2015 or 14, one of those. They're like a really soulful, like different than what you would normally see. They're not like bubblegum pop. They got vocals. And then for boys, I don't know, man. Who do I like?
I'm trying to think that like who did we used to like?
I did used to like BAP.
But then now,
I
mean, for me, for boy group, I really like BTS right now. But that's just because like they're really talented and everything that they come out with is like a hit.
And they work really hard.
They do.
They're a really hardworking group.
And their dancing is
Shiny. Shiny would be my favorite boy group. They've been in the game since like 2009.
Who? What's the name of the group again?
Hello?
Say the name of the group again.
Shiny.
Shiny. Gotcha.
They just came out with a new. Oh, and that's another group that's like really 90s influence. They just came out with a. They let out a cassette tape instead of a CD for their albums.
Oh, that's awesome.
Taking it back.
Oh.
Yeah, it's funny. We actually did a react video to a Mamamoo video a while back. So the name sounds very familiar.
That's good.
Yeah, Mamamoo's awesome.
So when do we get to hear more music from CoCo Avenue? What do we have to look forward to from a musical standpoint?
Well, we are working on our EP. Hopefully it's going to be released in December. We're working on going to the studio right now, recording, getting everything written in Korean.
Yeah.
So we should have a 3 to 4 song EP coming out by the end of the year.
And we're getting invites to the launch party, right?
Yeah, sure.
We'll come down
I'll figure something out between LA and San Francisco.
Okay, that's not.
I say send us an autographed copy. Put that up on the wall.
Blast that up. I mean, so we are a geek and nerdy podcast, so we have to ask, since you're in LA, have you been to any of the anime expos down there?
I went to Anime Expo one time, but I didn't really get to experience it because I was doing it for under internship. So like I didn't get to experience the fun. But we did go to an anime convention in Arizona, which was that we performed at a month ago.
Yeah, and we do have plans to go to Anime Expo because I would like to dress up as Raven from Teen Titans.
And I will be.
So we have plans to go soon.
I can see you guys also as like Sailor Moon scouts or something like that too, like Venus or.
You know the names of them? God
Jupiter.
damn.
Yeah, Jupiter.
You probably can't see. Ooh,
See? Look at that.
Oh, she has Sailor Moon socks.
I actually got Batman socks on right now.
What are your favorite anime though? To put you on the spot.
My favorite anime is Outlaw Star.
Yeah,
I don't know if
nice.
you may or may. It was like a space cowboy. It's kind of like Cowboy Bebop.
Oh, we know it.
We know it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Outlaw Star.
My
You say
like
arigato
all-time
like you say
favorite
arigato.
anime is Inuyasha.
Oh,
Did you watch the final cut of Inuyasha?
I didn't.
It's too much. I'm sorry. I tried to get into Inuyasha, but literally 80% of Inuyasha is Inuyasha. Kagome.
It was like that childhood anime. So like, I can't like hate it now because I loved it so much back then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely check out the final cut on Hulu. It shows how Inuyasha was able to stop Naraku. So if you haven't seen that, there's more to it. Because it was canceled at one point, and then they brought it back. Just FYI.
Okay.
and a real quick heads up. So even though there's some really great anime expos in like Los Angeles, we have Fanime up here and some really good ones. So if you are up north, we attend quite a few.
NorCal. That's what.
Yeah, we do a lot of that. We'll probably come down to Comic-Con down there one of these days.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you always go.
Yeah.
We have Prodigy and Old Ninja have been to Comic-Con the last 2 years straight. So we'll try to see if the whole crew can go this 2017. There you go.
So here goes kind of a weird question. In one of your vlogs, you mentioned that you were in a reality show. What reality show was it?
It was called #MyKpop. That was when we were still a 5-member group, and I had to send in a tape and tell them why I was a huge K-pop fan. And if I was chosen, when I was chosen, they took the whole group to LA to experience KCON, which is like a K-pop convention. And that was our first time performing live and our first time winning an award for our performance. And second time. Excuse me.
Nice.
But yeah, so it was that was the TV show. We got to meet a lot of idols, and it was cool.
You got to meet a lot of them.
All right.
Damn.
So salty about it.
I know, I was gonna say.
Extra salt. Okay, what happened to what happened to Momo, and what branch of the military did Brittany go to?
So my heart.
Okay, so Momo is Jenna's sister. And Momo, she moved to LA with us for like a good 3 months.
Yeah.
And then she's like, peace out, y'all, I'm finishing school.
She just left.
Damn.
She just decided that life, her school life and all that was more important. And she did graduate, and she's got a good job. So kudos to her, I guess. But that's what happened to Momo, and I'm sad about it. I'm salty.
Yeah.
The one that went to the military, she was with us when we were a 6-member group. She was the very first person to peace out on us. She had a military school, and we couldn't stop and wait for her to get out of military school, so we moved on. Our friend Jess, J Baby, what happened with Jess?
I think she was doing school.
She was also
wasn't
doing
able
school.
to move to LA.
Yeah, she couldn't move to LA. And then
the whole point was that we wanted everybody to get together and move to LA because everyone was from a different state.
Yeah.
So we were doing everything
through green screen.
Through green screen.
Those were
Jenna
so
would
nice.
edit, and then like everybody would have different mics and record, and then I would edit the vocals.
It was so janky, y'all.
So we're like, in order to make this work, we need to all move to one place, and everybody couldn't do that. So
yeah.
Wow. Actually, what's funny is that since we've been doing the podcast, we've noticed that everybody's in LA. And I can't stand the city, but it's like eventually one of us got to move like closer to there because everybody's there.
Yeah.
I mean, we moved from Florida, I moved from Florida, so everything's better than Florida.
Yeah.
Like,
And I moved
God,
to St.
dang.
Missouri, so like
no, they shooting us in Florida. It's not safe.
Yeah,
No.
true.
Go ahead,
The
old
traffic though.
So you two or your group was brought to us by a fan. Actually, we did react to one of your videos. I hope you guys got a chance to see that. I know that one of you watched a couple of our podcasts, or at least, but we wanted to showcase you guys and bring hopefully new fans to you guys because we really liked what we saw, and we wanted to basically broaden everyone's horizons by bringing you guys on our show. And we really appreciate you guys coming on.
Thank you for having
I know it
us.
wasn't
We really love this show a lot.
So wait, actually, I got a quick question. Did you guys see the video where the black guy was singing a Korean song on a Korean show?
Yes.
What did your guys take on that?
We were so happy.
I was like, yes, we
He
doing
blew it
it.
away.
You made it. You taking over.
We're coming up.
Also, where can people find y'all on on Twitter. We're gonna chocolate bananas, but where can people find y'all on Twitter and put out your website and contact info?
Okay, so our Twitter is at CoCo Avenue Music. Our website is www.cocoavenuemusic.com. Our email address. Wait, nobody needs that.
Phone number.
Do not fuck up.
Our Instagram is CoCo Avenue, and our Facebook is CoCo Avenue Music. And if you Google us and just write CoCo Avenue, you can find other stuff too. Lord Jesus.
You almost saw a bunch of stuff you didn't want to see.
Yeah, thank y'all.
Ashy dick pics.
Thank y'all. No ashy dick pics. Thank y'all so much. Y'all are wonderful. We love the music, and we can't wait to get those invites for the launch party.
Yeah.
All right, have a good
CoCo
rest.
Avenue. Thank y'all.
Have a good rest of your night, all right?
You guys too. Bye. No,
Bye.
chicken.
That was
All right.
awesome.
That was pretty badass.
Good shit.
Household Blue, thirsty as hell.
Yeah.
You know what's funny is that
yeah,
after
thirsty.
like seeing other videos by him, like when we first watched it, I was like, "Are they twins? They look
Yeah.
nothing alike."
Yeah, they
nothing
do.
alike. Nothing alike. But really, shout out to those ladies.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
I know we started the cast a little bit early, but
Y'all sent out tweets, right?
Yeah. Oh, I did Facebook and stuff.
I didn't because I was doing that.
all right.
Well, no
well, we
wonder
can-
nobody's in the goddamn chat room. Send out tweets.
yeah,
No,
do that.
Mile High Blerds about to riot. Tell me y'all started earlier.
Actually, Root
Everybody's
Logins come back out of
saying
nowhere also.
Well, and while you're doing those tweets, you're not off the hook, Blue, because the Infinity Base is gonna riot if you don't showcase this comic
Are we
That's-
supposed to get it today?
that you've been talking about. For
Did he
2
bring
weeks.
it this time? That's the
Are these
question.
my sunglasses?
Yeah, you left them here a long time
Oh
ago.
shit. Let me put on my sunglasses.
forget to tell
'cause-
you.
Get this
Oh
shit
man!
going. All right, I did bring them.
If
Oh!
you're cool.
Showcase.
No,
All right,
What
so
the hell is this comic?
I got this comic at the recommendation. I actually got it. It was recommended to me by
What's going on
somebody.
here?
Audio one. Anyway, so somebody recommended it to me from Geek History Lesson.
All right.
And I was like, well, I'm gonna give it a try. I was at a comic book store and they had it.
Oh boy.
Oh man!
What the fuck is
It's
Oh, it's in a bag too.
it's three trades. So here it is, guys.
Unzip.
Let me just say that this comic book has some amazing artwork.
My Little Pony.
fuck is
It's
this?
Jim.
Bam!
Oh,
Yeah. And the
I put that out of my
hologram.
ass and done say Jim. I was bullshitting.
So yeah, this is it's a comic. Actually, Jim never actually had a comic. It was just the cartoon. Like they never actually had a physical comic. But like, yeah, this is the comic I've been reading. I've only read one of the trades, but like the artwork for the comic, it's like amazing. The story kind of sticks with the original animation, and like look, and it's pretty cool. So like when they're doing parts where they're like actually singing, like the actual artwork changes like a lot, which is pretty cool.
Dude,
bruh.
If this was an anime, everybody's
this is
eyes
a
would have
hard
been like.
sell.
No,
You
but like
busted out the trades for Jim.
so that's let me just say.
You had 3 weeks to prep yourself to sell this
Nah,
shit to
nah.
us.
So you have to sometimes you just have to think outside of the box. And this comic book is actually really good, dude. It's actually really good. It's very what do you call it? Nostalgic.
Really,
to the
what you had us
cartoon.
waiting for all this time?
Yeah, it is. So look, definitely like check out the artwork. Like the artwork's fucking cool. It's very anime style. Like when Jessica becomes Gem, like all that's pretty fucking cool too. But yeah, it's amazing artwork. The story is really well written. So it's a good comic.
There's not a Batman angle here somewhere underneath.
Yeah, this
No
is
Batman angle.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
This is the comic I've been reading.
Jim and the holograms.
Check
by
it.
Blue.
Look at the artwork. And then like in the third trade they bring in so like they have the Misfits as their main villain, but then in the third trade they bring in the I can't remember what their names are. But Jim actually had like another group that they fought against.
You are legit with this.
Dude, I'm serious. Like the artwork is fucking great here. There's lesbians in it. So that kicks your fancy. But yeah, there's lesbians.
How old are
there's
these girls
kissing.
though?
They're all adults. They're all adults.
Is
they
there
don't look-
Futanari?
No, but there's some My Little Ponies in it.
Hey,
And their drummer's black with a
looking
yeah,
purple
young.
afro.
The drummer's black. She plays the drums. It's very good, man.
Is there guns and does somebody die?
Nope. I told you it wasn't a traditional comic.
Oh, the drummer's a BBW. Wait, what? Wait, what?
Okay.
What's
I'm-
going
Well, I'll tell you, the cover of this one does look cool. I mean, to be honest with you, of the dark gem thing, it does look actually
Okay.
cool. But
all right.
I don't know. I'll give it a chance because Danny said so. So
Hey, I haven't brought anything bad to the group.
All right. You got credibility, but this is a hard sell. All right. That was the comic.
But that's it. Jim and the holograms.
Yeah. All right. He answered Infinity Base. Let us know what the hell y'all think. Send out them goddamn tweets.
Good grief.
Holy shit. Okay.
And he wanted to hold off until Friday.
Yeah, exactly. When we have our Cape and Cowl live event over in downtown Oakland.
Yeah.
So hopefully y'all can make it out. It might be raining, but we don't give a fuck. It's going to be great.
And this is a good recommendation for any ladies that want to get into comics because it's a pretty easy read to jump into. Or, if you have a daughter that wants to read comics, Jim is a very good comic for that.
Holy shit. All right.
Shout out to our fan of the week.
Do it.
It is actually Bunny Man.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Inside job.
Yeah. I think the next person down who we don't actually know in real life is Roy Sandoval, which I think is like his second time on here.
Good.
Yeah, he was on
Thanks
here
for
last week.
continuing to listen.
Shout out to you, fam.
I wonder
All
if that's Ray Santiago.
Ooh, who knows?
Ooh,
That
good
was a great
question.
interview.
That would be
It was a
fucking cool.
really great interview. We have Cake Man on here with us this time. He is back.
Luke Cage to
Cake-
talk about his show.
Yes. Cake Man is the originator of one of our favorite phrases from last year, Weekend Pussy.
Oh, which was nominated.
Yes.
Yeah, it was nominated, but it didn't win. So
Should have
yeah,
won,
move
dude.
on.
So,
Well,
all right.
We have to move on to that weekday pussy now.
Oh,
There
she
we
got
go.
tied up. That's why I got robbed.
Are we going to get into this awesome Luke Cage series?
Well, might as well. We got him right here.
Yeah.
Basically, everybody's done except for Blue, but the train ain't stopping, right?
Wait, which episode are you on?
He's got.
I'm only
Two
up. I got 2 left. I'm on episode 9.
Oh, you're
All right.
close to the end. You got
Yeah.
But we going in.
So let's jump back into the to the skillet and everything, and your hate for Cottonmouth, where I think Cottonmouth was a much better character than Diamondback.
I think the reverse. I think once Diamondback showed up, the total tone and the direction of the show changed because
It did.
I was actually grateful that Cottonmouth was gone.
Is Diamondback played by the guy who plays Candyman in the?
No, that is not Tony
That dude's
Todd.
old as fuck.
Yeah, Tony Todd. That is not
Yeah,
Tony
it looks
Todd.
like him.
Reminds me of him.
Yeah,
he does.
A lot.
Actually, I know that they've been talking about trying to do what was it? Barry Gordy's The Last Dragon, and they're trying to reboot. If they did, he'd be perfect for showing up.
Oh hell no! It's got to be Samuel Jackson.
I thought
Samuel Jackson's almost 70.
So
No.
I thought Diamondback was the dude from the guy who played Crunch, but it wasn't.
Oh,
Talking
Bokeem
about-
Woodbine?
I said Lionel Lynn, not this Oliveira bullshit.
Yeah, Bokeem Woodbine. Yeah,
So I
Crunch.
was the only one that really despised Diamondback. I just wasn't
No,
sure.
you're not alone.
No, yeah.
For me, he was way over the top.
I like that it was over the top.
I mean, I guess we're going to start with some of the negatives, and based on some of your question, at least for me, I hated that power suit. I thought that looked janky
that
as
was actually
fuck.
lame. Yeah.
The other thing, real quickly, if you're talking about both of them have rural Georgian roots, that's where they grew up, you're going to talk a little differently. Both of them.
Yeah.
That started to irk me when they did the backstory. So the way they spoke, basically, you're going to have a thick ass accent. I don't give a fuck where you go afterwards in life. If you start off in rural Georgia, you're going to have an accent.
it didn't,
Every time.
He was there for a little bit because he bounced around.
They showed them even in like high school age talking about rural Georgia. That's all
That's
you're
true.
growing up. Your whole adolescence.
Yeah, I could have sworn in high school they were in Harlem. No,
mofo.
Yeah, I would have much rather seen a suit like in Crisis. You ever played that game before?
Yeah.
It's like that would have looked way better than like the green jumpsuit thing. It was just kind of weird.
Well, you want to explain it because not many people play Crisis.
Oh, so Crisis is a game where you put on like this. It's a suit, but it looks like you have like extra muscles on top of the suit. So it looks like super high tech, and basically makes you super strong, which would make sense when you watch this guy because when you see him in his like quote unquote suit, it's basically like just a jumpsuit with a stupid fucking helmet on. And I was just like, it does look pretty lame.
Yeah, that was actually off-putting in terms of how bad it looked to
Yeah,
me.
there was a couple other problems with the show too. Was the way that Luke Cage fought, I didn't like. It looks like he didn't really know how to fight at all. Like, to be honest with you,
he doesn't know how to fight like Daredevil at all.
well, no, but he actually has a lot of fighting experience. Like, he's supposed to know how to fight.
Yeah, so he has the boxing. He was I think it was a Marine as well, right?
Yeah, but just the way he was like moving around. I understand sometimes he had to slap people just to like not kill them, but just like the way he was fighting, especially against Diamondback, it just was sloppy.
I agree with you, and I strongly preferred the fighting itself in Daredevil. Over everything.
It's
everything
much more
in
technical.
Here. Yeah,
I'm looking at the suit now from of Diamondback's outfit. Yeah, it looks like
that's
he's
the most busted hammer tech ever.
Yeah. And then look up Crisis. Just type in Crisis.
Like it looks like he's about to go fucking fight some ghosts or some shit.
Yeah.
Well, the fight scenes in Luke Cage is actually one of the things that I was confused about because they showed that he really knew how to fight, and the way they changed his backstory, where he was a police officer before he went to jail, would suggest that he had some training.
Yep.
Like that.
And they showed it when he was in jail, but then when he's fighting against the gangsters who he doesn't give two shits about, he's basically just throwing them around like rag dolls, like someone who doesn't know how to fight. Yeah. So it was like they were confused on what they wanted to do there.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with you. The only thing I would say though is sometimes he did give a shit, because like what struck me was when Domingo was bleeding out. You know, there's going to be some spoilers here, but when Domingo was bleeding out, he took the time to actually take him out of that building. You know what I mean? And that really showed his compassion for someone who didn't give a fuck about him and who was a piece of shit gangster. But he took the time to actually take him out, even though he knew he was going to die.
Yeah.
You know? And I thought that was telling.
So let's get back. Let's go back to a few episodes where we last left off. You didn't see the part where they kind of give a backstory of Luke Cage. So we got to see him in jail and like how he was in those prison fights and stuff like that, and then how he got experimented on, and how the one cop tried to kill him, but which ended up giving him his powers. But we actually got a chance to see him in this whole tiara, yellow shirt, chain belt on for the first time. And it's funny because they actually made fun of that, because there's a fast forward to another episode. He's talking about his outfit, and he's like, yeah, I just look fucking ridiculous. And he started laughing and shit. I thought that was really cool.
You know, it's funny. There was somebody that was in like the Black Nerd group that wanted to see him do the whole show in that ridiculous fucking getup.
No.
That would have been
It's
crazy.
not the 70s. That's ridiculous.
Exactly.
That didn't even look right in the comic itself.
No. Well, especially now, it just didn't age well the way that it looks.
I guess, can we talk about, the progression of some of the characters from where we had left off at? For those that haven't listened to last week's episode, we stopped at episode 3 or 4, when the RPG goes through the building and everything. At that time, Cottonmouth is still pretty much HNIC and everything. His sister is sort of trying to play the whole...
his cousin.
Cousin is still trying to play the whole good city councilwoman thing, but as it progresses, she gets a little bit darker as it goes on. You also see the backstory with Cottonmouth, which I thought was really, really good. And that's another reason why I like Cottonmouth's storyline and him as a character more so than Diamondback. I really enjoyed watching how he came to be where he was at.
And they lived in a shitty fucking situation, because their auntie was
Mama Maybell.
Yeah, Mama Maybell. She was motherfucking Harlem's badass.
Yeah,
she had a fucking whorehouse running through her house, and like she was collecting money, but she wasn't selling drugs though.
Nah. Everything but drugs, all the other vices.
Yeah,
which was interesting, and she didn't raise no punks. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what was weird is that Black Mariah, she wasn't like as big as I thought she was gonna be. She's supposed to be like a big giant like fat lady, and she wasn't in the show.
This is no shade to Alfre Woodard at all. I felt that Shades stole every fucking scene with her.
I thought Shades was pretty awesome.
Yeah, Shades is real cool.
Shades outshined her, and I didn't
know he's juice, but yeah.
In terms of like Shades, I didn't watch Sons of Anarchy all the way through. I need to, but I had no like preconceived notion that he was going to do it as well as he did.
Yeah,
he impressed the fuck out of me. I couldn't take my eyes off of him. Every time he said something, or when he took off his shades, or when he had his shades on, the acting was strong as fuck from him.
Yeah, in the first half, he's the only one that actually stood toe-to-toe with Cottonmouth, because he knew he had Diamondback as his backup, but he was never afraid of Cottonmouth. Everyone else kind of was. But
I always had a feeling like he had some kind of power or something, like, because he always had his shades on for a while, and then once he took them off, it was like he's just like a normal guy. But then again, I haven't finished the entire season, so I don't know what happens with him later on.
Well, if he fucks some people up, but
yeah.
But he's no power. He's no any abilities.
No.
Oh, okay.
No special powers whatsoever. This is another spoiler, but what did y'all think of the Method Man cameo?
Oh,
that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Holy shit. I mean, he comes on there as Method Man.
Yeah.
And they talk about, PLO style, and he gives them a salute. I thought that was fucking brilliant. I thought that was one of the best cameos in any of the Netflix
They were both
series.
hyped to see each other.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, it's you. Oh, it's you.
Yeah.
And then he goes on the Heather B and Sway Sway show, and they're talking about it. And then he goes into the actual rhyme about it, and it just kind of all fit, you know.
Yeah, and like we said before, they touched on a lot of hip hop, urban music with all the cameos.
Well, for those who don't know, because I mean, there's some younger folks that are listening. I mean, Method Man was known as Johnny Blaze, and then in Wu-Tang, you also had Ghostface Killer, who went by Iron Man. Yeah. There's all kinds of nods from Wu-Tang to Marvel Comics throughout their history.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, interesting. Shades actually is black in the comics.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Looking like Cyclops.
Yeah, looking like Cyclops.
Yeah, I thought when Method Man dropped like his quote unquote freestyle, it was total like an homage to both Harlem hip hop, the state of current state of America right now, and as well as to Luke Cage. And I thought he did it. It was actually pretty sick, dope rhyme. Like you see people in the streets wearing hoodies with bullet holes in them, and they're all like giving props to each other on the street. Then you see cops rolling by, and they're just like watching the cops. It was like a very like poignant scene. I thought it was pretty powerful the way they had that all planned out.
Go ahead.
Well, it's also cool the way the hoodie was a shout out to Trayvon Martin.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he even drops Trayvon's name in the rhyme. So
but this series had a really balanced and diverse way that it looked at law enforcement, and you got to give that props.
Yeah.
I mean, Misty is very different from the inspector and some of the ones that were in SWAT. And obviously different from Scarf. There was a real diversity when it came to law enforcement in terms of attitudes. Some corrupt, some moral, some, didn't give a fuck. Some were super compassionate. Like even at that end when one cop literally lets him get away.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Oh, because he had Pop he knew about Pop, and he knew there was Switzerland. So he's like, I'm taking a chance on you.
What was he gonna do anyway, though?
Yeah,
honestly,
he couldn't stop him with with regular bullets or whatever. But
yeah, wasn't he armed with the new bullets? What did they call them? Yeah, the
Judas.
Judas.
They were weaker Judas bullets, though.
Oh, true. They were like, that's true.
No, the Hammer's the weapons. Isn't that the guy who fought against Tony Stark in the last?
Yeah, Justin Hammer
movie?
He was played by Sam Rockwell.
He's the guy he's the one that made the suits where the guy took it over, right? Is that the same Hammer guy?
The suit that the guys took over.
Yeah, got it.
You talking about Iron Patriot?
Yes.
He designed the weapons for War Machine in the movie.
Okay.
After the Iron Man, after they made the suit, he designed the weapons.
But then the guy with the whips, he's the one that hacked or took over. Yeah, Whiplash. He's the one that took over the Iron Man knockoff suits, right?
Yeah. Pretty sure it was Hammer Tech too. Yeah.
What did y'all think of the Quentin Tarantino nods as well? Did y'all pick up on any of those? Okay.
Explain yourself.
All right. I shall explain myself. First and foremost, when Diamondback opens up the suit for the Hammer Tech, it is just like Pulp Fiction.
Okay.
With the gold light coming out.
Yeah, like Pulp Fiction. When he says to Diet Obama, do you read the Bible? That was Jules from Pulp Fiction, right on the money. And the other one was, I guess Quentin Tarantino has been very vocal about wanting to make a Luke Cage movie before he did Pulp Fiction.
So did John Singleton.
Yeah, but I guess this was just before being greenlit. So it was almost going to happen. It was going to be basically like the 70s version.
Yeah.
And the other thing was in the Kill Bill movies, all of the assassins are named after snakes, and in this one you have Cottonmouth, Diamondback, etc. in this. So there's a lot of connections with Quentin Tarantino and a lot of nods to him.
A lot of Black Bush. Yeah, I can see that. Now that you bring that up, I can see that. It makes more sense. But
did you guys? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say we didn't really talk too much about Misty Knight last time. We kind of fangirled a little bit, but she had like a little PTSD couple episodes in the middle.
Yeah.
When she went off on Claire during the interrogation because Claire kind of called her out, and then the inspector came in,
she's like, do something,
pulled her off. Yeah, so we had to go kind of deep into. I wish deep inside, but deep into her psyche about what's going on because they kind of cased her. The dude had to break her and she was resisting. She finally broke down, and when she broke, the inspector came in and said, "All right, now you need to go back and do what you need to do."
Loved her backstory.
Yeah.
The fact that what was her line? I stalk justice. I don't just like seek it or something like that. And I felt for her or whatever. That interrogation scene won me over even more so for Misty Knight.
Yeah.
She owned every scene. Like just even the way her face looked throughout the entire series. Every episode, she brought it.
Yeah.
Yeah, did you guys notice? So there was a whole lot of Easter eggs with black authors in the whole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, none of the books I don't think I read, but I was just like, wow, goddamn, they were like, every fucking episode had something in there. That's pretty awesome.
I read one book. I read one of the Easy Rollins books. I read it before it became a movie. I read Devil in a Blue Dress, which is a really good book. Yeah. It stars Denzel Washington. Yeah, I think Jennifer Beals is in it as well. It's a really good book. I didn't read the rest of the series, but they talked about Easy Rollins and the author. It's a really good series if you haven't read it. So there you go.
So, I trying to jump back a little bit, jump back a few episodes. What do you guys think about the whole scene where Cottonmouth gets his up and comings by his cousin, and that whole backstory with her?
I was disappointed in that. It was like they're gonna put him out like that. Like
she fucked him up though. Like,
yeah,
she was like,
it was awesome.
Read this mic stand.
Yeah.
What did the mic stand say to the face?
Pretty much.
Bottle to the head.
It was necessary for the plot, to keep that moving forward, and I get that. Like Stitch, I think I enjoyed a lot of what Cottonmouth was bringing. Even though he was extremely violent as well and very reckless, I liked him as a character and as a bad guy. But they went in that other direction. This is a villain-centric series, and so you get literally four in my mind, four really good villains.
Yeah,
true.
Four sort of main villains.
So I'm okay with that.
Well,
5 if you count the prison guard.
They had 4 villains. However, their 4 villains,
6 if you count the
they
doctor.
weren't as great as like the villains that were on like a Daredevil or Jessica Jones. So I think on the next like Luke Cage, they need to step up their game for a villain. I know I realize that it's hard because in the world of Luke Cage, there's not a whole lot of great villains, but in the world of Marvel, there is. You know what I mean? There's plenty of good villains that would stack up better against him, other than a guy in a fucking suit, in my opinion. So, for
me and my money, and we've talked about Jessica Jones and Daredevil. Those are the shows you're always going to compare this to. I liked what they did with the diversity of the villains and learning their story more so than the Kingpin and more so than Kilgrave.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, as far as like backstory, but as far as like villains go, I wouldn't put them anywhere near.
For me, Kilgrave, and we talked about this over and over again. He was super powerful. I love his power set. I didn't like his lack of ambition.
Well,
that was it.
What's Diamondback's ambition? He's just mad.
Diamondback wanted true revenge. Now, and he has some problems. But Cottonmouth wanted to control Harlem in a lot of ways. Shades had his ulterior motives in his history. Black Mariah had hers.
Kilgrave wanted pussy.
He wanted specific pussy. One pussy out of a city of 8 million people. That's what I couldn't quite get over with Kilgrave.
He's the one that got away, man. You always want what you can't have.
He was so obsessed. That's I love his power set. Don't get me wrong. I think he has a much better power set than anybody we've ever seen in Marvel.
I think he also legitimately wanted her to love him. Without using his powers.
Yeah.
He wanted her to love him.
Yeah.
It's true. Yeah, one episode he did talk about it, about how everything he says gets taken literal in Jessica Jones. I do remember him mentioning that.
Yeah, that's gotta be hard.
Yeah.
But then again, Jessica
make everything way fucking easy.
Yeah, what about the at the end with Shades, the little romance that they had going with the?
That was fucking weird.
That was disgusting.
I was like, no, Shades, what are you doing?
That Gilfy stuff. I was like, nah, bro.
Well, what about the nod to the doctor because he's not dead and he shows up in in the room of what's his name of Diamondback.
Yeah.
So he got everything that was on his computer back, so he could try and redo what he did to Luke.
Man,
but it's gonna be different though because it's linked to Luke's DNA, I think. So even though he's got part of his DNA, it's not the whole thing. So could it end up being like some kind of an abomination?
True.
When all said and done, I think that's probably the route they're gonna take.
Do y'all think that the way they played Misty Knight's arm and being shot and whatnot.
They cock teased it, man. I was pissed about that.
See, I feel like they're going to go there in season 2.
But I mean, it was okay. Like, it was already getting better. She's like, "Yep, it's all good." Taking it out of the sling. I was like,
I hated that.
Yeah.
I hated that, but I thought they were going to go the route of, oh, there actually is some infection or nerve damage,
that's what I thought too.
and they may be able to pull that off. I don't know.
Well, I know in the comics she loses her arms because she like saves her partners and like covered up like a grenade, or she takes those blasts, and that's the reason why she loses her arm. So I like to see her arm get fucking blown off, not just fucking she get shot and she get an infection, have to get cut off. She get gangrene.
Conspiracy theory here. Do you think that Marvel will let her have a bionic arm, even though they obviously have Bucky being this famous bionic arm motherfucker right now?
I think so, because they have similar skill sets with people. Like the Hulk and Luke Cage are kind of similar. You know what I mean? There's other heroes that are similar, and pretty much indestructible.
But then again, if you look at Agents of Shield, like they kind of aren't showing you all the cool people's powers and stuff like that. So
yeah, but with Netflix, they haven't really gone with the Netflix Marvel. They haven't really gone into like that territory of the powers, if I can think correctly.
Well, they stayed very close to like the source material. So for them not to have her lose an arm, I think would be like that'd be bad.
So you could see it for season 2 potentially.
Yeah, and I know they're talking about having, because she's gonna come back for Iron Fist, so and that's where you're gonna see her again.
And the Defenders, which are both next year, so we're gonna see her in 2 more seasons, 2 more series.
But I'm expecting her to lose an arm in Iron Fist.
Oh yeah, because her and Danny, they get together.
Yeah.
For me, Iron Fist has got to show and prove a whole lot. I like the trailer. Don't get me wrong.
I haven't watched it yet. I only saw the teaser.
It's good.
The trailer looks good. They've got to step up their game in a major way after this.
I also really enjoyed Claire in it. Rosario Dawson was this. I'm thinking about it. This is my probably favorite Rosario Dawson performance in the MCU.
Yeah.
She wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna patch you up, Daredevil. All right, I'll see you later.
Yep.
Oh, I'm gonna cameo for 15 minutes in this Jessica. She was like a legitimate character.
She's like
and was a
moral
piece.
compass for some parts.
Oh yeah.
Not even just that. She shows her bravery. She's fighting. She's actually kicking some ass throughout this.
Like when that guy steals her purse.
Yeah.
She fucks him up.
And you get touching scenes with her and her mother that I loved as well,
But once she shows up, her and Luke have their own like adventure type thing. Like she basically takes him to save his life.
Yep.
And she does with Daredevil, and they do get close, but then she tells him there's a point, I can't do this anymore because he had too many secrets. He wasn't like giving her information. With this, Luke tells her everything, and that brought her closer to him. And then when she eventually was there to help him save his life, and then when they went back to Harlem, she was like his moral compass again, his rock. So I think that solidifies more relationship for them.
In the secret aspect of things, what are your thoughts on the girl from the prison psychologist?
Reva? That's his wife.
Because
she did.
Don't trust that bitch. Like,
I was so
secrets.
Totally tossed back by that. I was just like, oh yeah, she's good, and then she was just like totally complicit in it, and I was just like, fuck,
hella lied,
fucked him over bad.
Especially when he was listening to the tapes and like hearing her voice, or no, watching her as she's recording a video blog about recruiting him, watching his status. What's going on with the other inmates, and then lying to his face about it.
Yeah.
And then she leaves with them. I mean, this is obviously before they get married, because they do get married.
So you know what? I wonder. So remember how the Purple Man had her and Jessica like digging for something? Weren't they looking for like that thumb drive?
Yes, they were.
So
and
I
that
feel
was a thumb drive.
Yeah, I wonder if
if
that.
I thought that thumb drive was Kilgrave's parents and their.
But no, I think they might have used that experiment on Luke.
There was
possibly.
Yeah, there was a shitload of stuff on that drive. And
shitload.
Look at you, Blue. True. Nice. Good shit.
It's goddamn like fucking Batman detective.
No. Yeah. Prep time.
We got to talk about Batman as this fucking subject, though. We've been talking about it for like 30 minutes.
All right.
Yeah.
I thought we were going deep inside.
You want to go deep for like the rest of the episode? I mean
not the rest.
We can save something for Friday.
Yeah, we'll say something for Friday.
All right, so Luke Cage, we'll shelve it, but we pretty much covered 90% of the show.
Not to me, but all right.
So, did y'all watch the Power Rangers trailer?
I
did.
God damn! I tell you what, it looks fucking good. I ain't bullshitting.
It does.
Yeah, that looks
good.
Miss me.
I might have to go see
Did
that.
you watch the trailer?
No, you
The
got
Power
watch
Rangers
the
wasn't
trailer.
good though.
No, this trailer is good.
First of all, fuck you. It was
No,
good.
it wasn't good.
Second of all, watch the trailer.
No,
Hold on,
it was
you know-
campy and corny.
No, yes,
the trailer is
exactly.
good though.
The trailer's
Power
funny.
Rangers
trailer
was
is good.
awful. We just watched it because it was on.
No, it's nothing like the old show.
Yeah, it's
seriously, it looks pretty fucking good.
You watch that movie? What's it called? Where those kids get their superpowers
Yeah,
and they find
it
that
looks like
meteor?
Chronicle.
Yeah,
it
looks very much like
They
Chronicle.
make like the reviewers made reference how it does have that Chronicle feel to it.
But it
does
seems dark.
Watching it, the trailer is like, whoa, this is not that campiness. This is like them getting bullied, them getting into fights, dealing with depression and loneliness.
So
and shit.
dancing and shit.
It's
Like,
like-
It was kind of crazy.
It's like the Breakfast Club too.
Yeah, it kind of
It
was.
is,
From
yeah.
Matt from pre-recorded live.
I will say, I am interested. I'm not like super hyped, but it did get me like, oh, this is a different take. And then you don't see what the fuck's her name?
Rita?
Yeah, Rita.
Yeah, you
They do.
Not until the end, though. I was
Oh.
gonna say not until the end, and you don't see Bryan Cranston either. But when you do see Rita, it is kind of creepy because she like kind of steals a ranger. So it was like, what
I'm
the
looking
fuck?
forward to seeing Goldar and shit.
Oh well, we'll see.
And
Watch
fucking
Goldar be the robot.
Alpha was the name of the robot. We couldn't remember that last week.
Yeah, I think they got a name. They got an actor to be the voice. I think Ian Michael Black or something like that is the voice of Alpha now.
Look,
Somebody.
it was just like Wonder Woman when we thought it was gonna be total fucking bullshit and we were wrong. This is like that. I'm
Yeah.
serious. Like the trailer actually looked good.
Power Rangers is awful.
Yeah, but it's not like the old Power Rangers though.
It's nothing like
I don't
any
like
of the
concept.
Power
I
Rangers.
don't like the concept of that.
Even the
You
Power
don't
Ranger
watch
movie.
Teen Titans Go. But
I'm really glad you mentioned that. Teen Titans Go was going to be one of my recommendations because they trolled every one of their haters again this week.
Oh, yeah,
They actually
yeah.
have an episode for the OG fans with nothing but that animation.
But if nobody's
But it's-
watching, are they actually trolling?
That's all I was gonna say.
it's the number one cartoon on Cartoon Network, so yes, everybody's watching.
I'm not watching it. I'm a hater.
Yeah,
See how that works?
Yeah. They took the old animation and put this new voiceover work on it, even though it's the same voice actors. Though they're still trolling y'all.
It's really funny though. If you go back and watch the original Teen Titans, like the shit that they do in there is pretty fucking corny, like they do on Teen Titan Go.
It was awful.
If you're in a forest and there's a troll in there and there's nobody around to hear him,
Number one show, number one cartoon.
That's a tweet.
You know what? I will say this about Teen Titans Go. Fuck that show.
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
They still
Fuck your show.
winning.
Fuck that show.
Kind of not to jump back on Luke Cage. You guys all see that video that somebody made to make the opening like
yeah,
Family
that was
Matters? That shit was so good, dude. It was so fucking funny.
That was all bad.
So we're saving our actual review of the show, like in terms of nobody gave any numbers.
no. But we'll save it for we'll do it on the live podcast.
Yeah.
All right, on
We've
Friday.
got 2 to go, so you can finish
Yeah.
it by Friday, right?
Yeah, I can.
Nice.
There you go.
All right, where are we going?
Nice.
Well, what happened? Oh yeah, so Prodigy, you should check out the Power Rangers trailer. It's like 2 minutes. Just give it a look. I'm not saying to go see it. Just check it out.
Am I the only one that's played Mafia 3 yet so far? Or
Yeah,
Oh,
I watched a lot of
okay.
reviews. How do you like it?
I played maybe about 4 hours. I'm enjoying it. The story is really good.
what
I love the story and I love how it's presented. It's sort of like in a documentary type aspect, and they sort of go to people's not to say like a testimonial, but they'll give like a somewhat like this preacher talking about what's going on, and you kind of jump to a certain part of the story. The gameplay is kind of rough. I've seen some glitches and everything, not where it shuts down on me, but I've seen some sort of animation texture problems. But it's really cool going around, running around in New Orleans. It's pretty detailed, which I'm thoroughly enjoying that. It's just a lot of issues with the gameplay, like the cover system is kind of shitty. You have to go to your main menu to change from like lethal kills to non-lethal takedowns, which I wasn't a fan of. Like you first start out just sort of knocking people out, choking them out and everything. Then you get this combat knife and you have to go to like press options, go to your game settings, go to lethal. And then if you want to start using the knife and choking, like when you go up to someone from behind and press circle, then you'll start using the knife to like gut them, fillet them.
Wait, I'm sorry. What are the non-lethal weapons?
Well, it's just you just punching them, throwing their head into the fucking furnace and all kinds of shit like that. Which I mean, it's cool to see, but it's like doesn't make for smooth transitioning gameplay. Like sometimes, like, all right, I don't really feel like killing this guy and everything. It'd be nice if there was like a different option. Like if you could just maybe press down or up on the directional pad and sort of do it. The aiming is a little bit weird. They have a sort of auto aim assist, and you can set it from like low, medium, to high.
Every game does. Y'all just don't notice because you're console gamers.
Well,
Wow.
this one's way off and everything. Like I had it on medium, and it's just like, all right, I don't see any. It's not doing really anything. You put it on high, then it's really leveled up. So,
but it's third person, obviously.
It's third person. The character, I'm all for his motivations. His story is pretty unique to me, and I'm enjoying it. I've heard some people say it gets repetitive on some of the stuff you do. You have to take down rackets. Not to spoil anything, you take down like a prostitution racket. You got to go, I need to go free the girls, and you do a couple series of events, and you weaken the entire rack, and then the boss will kind of appear, and you got to take him out. And even though I've only done one, from what I'm hearing, it's sort of repetitive with that. But the story is really good. I'm enjoying it. I haven't played it that long, so it hasn't got repetitive to me. But I'm still enjoying it.
Okay. I heard that people were it was controversial that you have to do like a IRA mission. I was like, how's it controversial?
Oh, I totally skipped over that part. When you start the game, it gives you this little preface saying like there is a lot of language and a lot of scenarios and scenes that we don't agree with here. I
like I said, we don't agree with.
Yeah, but they made it.
They use the N-word a lot. There's a lot of like in-your-face racism, subtle racism, and they were like, we put this in the game to make it completely accurate to the time period that was going on. We don't completely agree with the stuff that's going on, but we felt like as part of this production, we wanted to make it a complete, authentic 100%. And they really do. Like, there's some stuff going on, like you're just walking around and you'll just hear like cops like just like dropping the N-word and like saying all kinds of like Jungle Bunny type stuff.
That's when you shoot him in the face in the game, right? It's great. What'd you say?
You will see. It's so the way they handled that is absolutely amazing, and I'll touch on it more because I want it to be organic when you guys realize some of the stuff that when you guys play the game. Okay. But you'll notice it, and it's really cool, and I love the attention to detail that they put on that aspect of it.
Can I ask a question then?
Yeah.
I think most of us played BioShock Infinite, right?
Infinite,
the third one, right?
Yeah.
So they had
this is more in your face.
This is more in your face than that. Okay,
by far, yeah.
That was controversial at the time.
You sort of come back from Nam, and your first job, you're sort of walking through and everything, and this guard is like, they just letting niggas get jobs and stuff like that, but they're just giving us all, and just like, okay, and like you're with a white dude and stuff, and he's and they're completely in your face about it, and it's you really feel like you're in that time period.
That's like one of my dreams. Really cool. To like go back to like the 50s or 60s, as with like superpowers. Down the street, and have somebody just come in the N-word, just fuck them up.
Well, in the first like kind of mission, it's like this. I forget the name of the gang. It's like a Dixie kind of gang, but they are all dressed up in rebel flags and shit. I was like, I can shoot.
Shit.
I'm ready to shoot. Yeah. Who's gonna tell me not to shoot?
Dang.
Like I was like,
shoot boss.
I was like, I'm clearing out this whole house. And it's pretty cool. And
trick or treat.
Yeah, it's cool.
How's the driving mechanics?
It's sort of basic. I mean, R2's your gas and everything.
Is it like Watch Dogs or like GTA?
It's better than Watch Dogs. It's not as good as GTA. Reminds me of like LA Noire, if you remember that.
Oh, wow.
You know what's funny is that I bought that game, but it's still in the wrapper because it was burning up PS3s, and it was the fat ones, the ones that I have, so I never played it.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
And the way that people talk, there's a lot of attention to detail in certain things, but others they completely overlooked. Like if I'm in front of a mirror, I don't even get a reflection like when I'm in a mirror. Oh. But they put like a lot of extra details in people's like eyeballs and stuff where I can see reflections of other characters in their eyeballs, which is trippy and doesn't look normal.
The technology is there. Why you all glassy?
Yeah, but I'm like throwing a body in the bathroom and I can see like someone else. I can see like the back, like what's behind me in the mirror, and I can see the body that I'm putting in there. But if I walk in front of the mirror, I'm a vampire.
Maybe you are.
So it was a little bit weird, and I think they could have touched up a lot of details on it. But I'm still overall enjoying it.
So music is solid as well.
Oh, the music's on point to that time that time frame. Yeah, you got to play it. I mean, get it on GameFly.
Review so far sounds.
Yeah, I mean, it's still too early for me to give a full review. I only played for like maybe 3-4 hours, but I'm enjoying it so far.
All right.
I want to hear who got Transformers Devastation.
I did.
I played it.
Who's got a chance to play it? I want to hear
haven't
what
played
y'all
it.
thought.
Yeah, I played it.
Because I played it an early build. I played a beta like 2 years ago. So I want to know what's different now.
I enjoy it.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, it's repetitive, but it's fun repetitive.
Yeah.
Like, I just started using, what the fuck's his name?
There's only
Dinobot.
4 you can be. No.
No.
Optimus, Bumblebee,
Sideswipe, and
Jazz.
Little Jack.
Yeah.
No,
there's no
goddamn,
Jazz.
the fucking Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Oh, Grimlock.
Grimlock, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He fucks shit up.
Oh, I haven't played as
like,
Grimlock
damn. Yeah, he fucks
Okay.
hella shit up. He's like the only person so far where when you're in the vehicle mode, you can like fuck shit up.
Okay.
Like literally, he can like blow fire and shit.
Nice.
So yeah, it's pretty dope. Yeah, I enjoy the game. Like I said, it's repetitive, but it's still fun. Like getting the combo system down is cool.
Yeah.
One thing that's weird though is like the countering system is kind of off because like it'll warn you way too early.
Yeah, when you got hit.
Because I'm used to like getting the warning and then having to press a button.
Yeah.
But in this one, it's like you get the warning. Now you move.
Yeah.
And it's just like what the fuck, and then some of them it's even different. Like the heavy ones, like it's like they'll do like the little key noise or whatever, and then it's like 1, 2, then you got to move. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Why is this taking so long?
Yeah. It's really cool though. It does bring you back because especially the way the was it called cell shading and everything. Like I was pretty into it when I was fighting Devastator. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
I was like, this brings me back and everything. And
it's like almost all the old voices too.
Yeah, it really does. It's really cool. I'm glad it's free because I don't think it's worth $60. And I guess when it came out, they were asking 60 or 50. Yeah, still, it's not worth that. But it's really, really fun to play, especially for free. If you don't have PlayStation Plus, get it, play it.
And they actually had some really cool things of like weapons and like some RPG elements in it. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
it was interesting when I went to download the game. I actually had no more storage space on my PS4. Like I actually had to fucking delete content off of there to be able to. I downloaded that and also downloaded Resident Evil director's cut on there. Yeah, I haven't had a chance to play either yet.
Okay. Gears of War 4.
That's what I was just gonna ask you.
Yeah, man. So Prodigy and Old Ninja, we got a chance to play it, and I was saying back then it felt a little slow compared to back in during the summer. Completely different now. It is way faster. They upped the frame rate. There's a lot more motion to it. The game, there's enough familiarity there to bring old players back, but there's enough new mechanics and content in the game.
Who do you play as? Are you the grandson?
You are the son of Marcus Phoenix. So you're the son of... In fact, he makes a pretty early like companion. He joins your squad pretty early on. I'm halfway through it right now. The game is a lot faster than previous Gears. I will say that. The AI is different. So you fight a new like type of enemy. You fight bots at first, which are really kind of clanky. They play like the old Locust. And then when you meet the Swarm is no fucking joke. The AI is really different. So there's a part where you're kind of laid down by sniper fire, and you'll have the aggro on that. I was playing co-op. If you have an aggro at a particular character, you will get flanked by other fucking members because they spawn new fucking enemies out of like a grub hole or now they call it like a nest. They spawn out, and if the AI detects that your aggro's in one direction, they will flank in the direction you are not firing in and fuck up your whole team.
Good.
Also, if you go down, you have a time when you bleed out. Normally, like most people, if you play on like normal and below, you get back up if you don't bleed out, if someone doesn't pick you up. In hard mode, if you bleed out, you die, you just reset. This time, you don't even have time to bleed out. If you go down, they will make a beeline to get to you to put you fucking down. Your team needs to get to you before they do, or you're fucked. You have to change your play style hard. If you're one of those motherfuckers that do not have a mic and you're playing co-op, you will not survive this fucking game.
Fuck them motherfuckers.
You're not surviving this game at all. I had an issue with my internet. It dropped, so I didn't have we didn't have communication through the mic. And we're trying to play an area where we have to survive waves and enemies, and we couldn't fucking do it. We couldn't communicate because you have to build turrets and traps and shit, and we got fucked up so bad.
They don't got internet under the freeway?
Nah, damn. This motherfucker. Nah, I was streaming on someone else's shit.
It's Google Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Cake Man, have you played this one?
No, I haven't played this one yet. I'm probably gonna get Xbox One and this game this weekend.
Yeah, they have the
But
bundle.
who else is in the squad other than Phoenix's son?
So for the most part, everybody's new, and the only person I've met from the old series is Marcus Phoenix yet. I haven't met anyone else. There's new weapons and shit. Gameplay is completely different, like I was saying, because like in the old Gears, if you were behind cover with someone else, you can play hide and seek forever. Now you can pull someone out of cover and stun them and either finish them or just blow them away.
But you still get the beefed up pistol, assault rifle, shotty, some type of sniper rifle.
Yeah,
right?
there's like
Some
2
type of
snipers
assault.
now. There's like a EMP sniper where it has like if you don't, it has a timer. You have a certain amount of time to shoot. If you don't, it kind of malfunctions. You don't lose your round. You just are not able to shoot it for like a certain period of time.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah, they have the one weapon with that shoots out chains blades. I haven't gotten to that yet, but we used it in multiplayer.
That's right.
Yeah. So I haven't gotten to that point where we got that. They have this new precision assault rifle. It's like a semi-automatic rifle. It's actually pretty fucking good. It's just been good so far. I don't want to give out my full review, but I'm really liking and enjoying it. They stepped up their game. Capcom, if you are anyone working there listening to this podcast, this is how you make a cooperative game and keep it scary. It is possible to do a co-op game and still be it scary.
So there's horror elements here.
Yes, halfway through there are some fucking fucked up horror elements that. So they have these pods that if you break the pods open, creatures come out and they run around and they try to fuck you up. And if you're not like on your shit and you don't have a good squad, you're gonna fucking go down. It's fucked up because you can use the pods as cover, or you can use them to like get through stuff. It's pretty fucked up. It's actually they made it scary again. I'm loving it so far.
Good shit. You're getting this one, Cronus? You got an Xbox One, right?
It's in the closet, right above you.
In there with R. Kelly.
Yeah, I'll probably get it eventually.
Yeah, this one sounds fun. It sounds like a big one.
One more thing. For those people, because I know a lot of people that do this, they're like, well, they want to get into the franchise, but they're like, I never played, Gears 1, 2, and 3 and all that. The game comes with Gears 1, 2, 3, and Judgment.
Oh, wow.
On the fucking disc. Yeah. So you can play all of that all the way up to Gears 4 and start that. So I was super surprised by that. That was actually a good nod. Yeah, so
So it's remastered.
Is the PlayStation 1 S out yet?
PlayStation 1S.
you mean
God
PlayStation?
damn.
You mean the Xbox One?
The
S?
Xbox One.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Is it out?
What the fuck is going on here?
Oh damn!
Tighten
Well,
up the bottom.
Yeah, guys, I see
students
that
falling
it's,
apart.
I see it's on sale for $300. So if you don't have an Xbox right now, you can get that.
Yeah, you could. There should be a Gears of War 4 bundle as well.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But so when you get Gears of War 4, you technically
broken?
you get 5 games,
No, it's just loose.
so it works out. So if you're one of those who wants to play, from the beginning all the way to, you will have that opportunity when you buy the game.
All right.
Did anybody pick up Tomb Raider?
I already have
Already
Tomb
have
Raider.
it, yeah.
Yeah, I might try to get it. I want to say this weekend, but I'm going to try to do some work on Mafia. I don't want to get distracted. But.
True. Cronus, did you get the DLC for Tomb Raider? Because they're like $10.
No, because I haven't played in a while. So-
Okay, yeah, neither have I. But I was thinking I want the one about Croft Manor and then the zombie one. Those are the
Fuck
two that I
that
kind of want.
DLC though.
Oh shit!
If it ain't free.
Real
Yeah.
quick, Overwatch added some Halloween content, I think just this past week.
Oh,
Yeah,
more
yeah,
porn.
so yeah,
I
exactly.
was say, what did Pornhub do?
Yeah, so Pornhub is gonna surprise us. But so I guess all the characters got new skins for Halloween shit. So it's fun. I mean, Overwatch is still one of the better games of this year. Good. All right, what else we got?
You want to
Are
talk
we
about TV?
staying on gaming or no?
What other games we got?
I think that's
I think
it.
that's
Different game.
all we're really playing.
Should
I
get
picked up
some
the
TV shows?
Bioshock collection, but I haven't gotten through it.
You guys want to get in that Supergirl?
Yeah, so I watched it. I'm trying to remember what the fuck happened. Oh yeah, Superman.
Superman.
Too much goddamn Superman.
Really?
Too much Superman.
I-
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's just they might as well just call the fucking show Super now.
Oh yeah.
The soups.
He's gonna be in there for more than one episode.
Oh yeah.
It's just I don't. It's supposed to be about Supergirl, not Superman. Superman's always gonna outshine Supergirl.
And he does on the show. Like everyone pretty much bows down to him.
That motherfucker is not my Superman.
oh.
First of all, James Olsen is taller than him. Second of all, the motherfucker does not have blue eyes. He doesn't seem like Superman to me. It's weird.
It is a little weird, especially when he showed up. Did they even explain Superman coming out of his coma thing?
No, that wasn't Superman. That was somebody else.
Was this someone else? No,
yeah, it was another guy that came from Krypton.
No. In the last season, when they had the whole mind control thing,
everybody went under.
Yeah, but everybody came out of it though.
But he was still under, wasn't he?
No,
Did he come out? I don't remember him coming out. But I mean, we did see there's another possible Kryptonian, or I guess another Kryptonian, but they just showed that it's a person, and that's pretty much it. So, but did you see the super notice the Easter eggs and stuff? Because when he meets Wynn, he talks about the earthquake in California and how did Superman stop that, which was a nod to the 70s Superman.
Where he goes, and then he spins around Earth to
save Lois. And then they brought in Miss Teschmacher they had her as Kat's assistant, and she's a throwback from the 70s Superman as well.
Is she?
Yeah, she's Lex Luthor's henchman, or he's his chick for 2 or 3 movies.
I tell you what I don't like is a theme that the CW seems to be hanging on to, and it's motherfuckers not getting ass enough.
Oh,
they had this whole I'm gonna keep flirting with somebody and then decide to not fuck them for some odd fucking reason.
Yeah,
it's what the hell.
I didn't like that.
Every goddamn CW show is like that.
Well, Arrow smashed on some people.
But then all of a sudden he didn't. He's he's not worthy or whatever. Him and Felicity
always
break up and
make up. Yeah. I did not like the whole James Olsen and her thing. I felt like that came out of left field.
He should have smashed.
He should have. Yeah, but then she's because the way the season ended, you're oh, they're gonna be a couple and hook up, and then all of a sudden she's I don't know. I was what?
Like Barry and Iris.
Oh, god damn.
Well, Barry keeps fucking up the timeline.
Yeah,
so
he does keep
some of that's on Barry.
Yeah, some of it.
A thing I had kind of a problem with is how they're pretty much taking Superman and making him a female, because in this episode we got to see that Kara is going to become a reporter just like Superman or Clark Kent is, which is that whole scene right there was kind of lame.
Oh yeah, and then you hear the one family said they're moving to Gotham.
Oh yeah, that shit was funny.
Yeah, I was oh shit. And then we get Metallo.
Yeah, yes, you do.
That's kind of interesting.
Next episode. Yeah, I just thought they need to have her shine on her own, man. I mean, if they don't have her shine on her own, then it's going to get canceled again. It's going to get low numbers. People are there to watch Supergirl, not Superman.
Well, the first episode did have some pretty high numbers, though. I think they had the best ratings for a new season in the last 8 years for the CW.
Well, yeah, but mark my words. If they keep Superman in that shit for too long, the number's going to drop significantly.
Yeah, that's kind of true, because the show is Supergirl, not Superman. But, I mean, they keep planting all these fucking Easter eggs, so I'm wondering where they're going to go with this. So we're just going to see. I mean, I was cool. It feels like the writing's a bit better, though, from the jump. Yeah. And it's weird because they have a smaller budget, but I felt like they did a shit ton of effects on this first episode.
Cake Man, what you watching on CW?
Well, the only thing I'm watching on CW was Flash.
Okay.
I haven't really gotten into Supergirl yet. It seemed a little campy when I tried to watch it, so I was like, I'm out on this one.
Yeah, it was. In the beginning, it was super cheesy, and it got better. But yeah,
I might give it another shot. But.
Yeah. Well, I mean, so one of the commercials, or one of the trailers for the show for this season, there's a scene where where Superman is holding Supergirl, and there's been comments mentioning that it might be tie into Infinite War. Isn't it? No, Infinite Crisis.
Infinite Crisis.
Where all of the DC all of DC universe, there's multiple universes and they all start to collide together. So they might be hinting on that, especially with the whole Flashpoint. Yeah.
Should we get to it?
Talk about Flash?
Yeah, let's do some Flash.
Yeah,
Flash.
Keeps trying to fix shit, but he can't fix shit.
Yep.
Yeah. Hold on, real quick. Barry's dad. Why is that motherfucker's teeth wider than his eyes? He's got some extra TV teeth. I was like, God damn. Yeah, his biological dad. Yeah, who's also the Flash. But yeah,
he got those dentures. That super poly grip.
Yeah, no shit. I was just like, man, it's fucking bright.
He's up there in age.
So who wants to set it up?
I didn't see it quite yet, but keep going.
Set us up, Cake Man.
Yeah.
Did you see? Wait, did you see last night's episode? Oh man,
I only saw the first one. I didn't see last night's.
You didn't see last night's?
Nah.
All right. Yeah, we can hold it up. But
talk about on Friday.
I will say this: K-Mac from Earth Girls Are Easy was talking about if the Flash's Flashpoint affected other shows, and we got to see some of that on last night's episode.
Yes.
So
Interesting.
it wasn't huge, but it was enough, and it actually if you're looking at it, it actually ties into Legends of Tomorrow from last season as well. So we'll talk about it when everybody sees it.
And Legends airs this week too? Or?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, this week.
Damn. All right. Cronus. You've been watching Westworld.
Yeah,
I'm moving. We moving to Westworld.
Westworld is, y'all haven't fucking watched it yet, but goddamn, it's dope.
I did. Talk about it.
You watched it?
Yeah.
So Westworld is one of the best new shows on TV, hands fucking down.
Yeah,
like the concept is fucking awesome. Basically, it's a sci-fi show mixed with a western. I don't know if I want to give away too much because y'all haven't watched it, and it's just gonna give shit away. That
well, I don't have
so
HBO.
Are they in the show? Is it supposed to be like VR or?
No.
Or is it? Are you like in the Animus or something? And
it's. I guess I can sort of talk a little bit without.
Okay, wait. Yes, you guys do realize this is based on a movie from 1973.
Well, it's based on a book from Michael
Well, that
Crichton.
too, but the
the
movie was made in 73.
I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, but the book was written
way before that.
the movie.
The book, I think, might have been late 60s, early 70s, something like that.
All right, set up the general.
Oh man,
set us up.
So it's almost like this sort of reality fun park and everything that's set in the Midwest. Well, I don't want to say Midwest. It's set somewhere in a Western time period. And apparently what's going on is if you are rich and you got money, you can go get into this. It's not even augmented reality.
Just say world for now because it's not VR and it's not AR.
It's a world where they have these drones, these lifelike realistic drones that are made that you can't tell are real or if they're fake, and they put you in a world.
Are they humanoids? Like,
they look like people. Like you already saw a bunch of them in the shit you're sliding through. So
yeah, they drop you in this world, and you sort of play out this. It's like you're in an open world video game.
It's like they drop you in Red Dead Redemption, and you just do whatever the fuck you want.
You can
like whatever you want.
Yeah, and the thing is, like the drone. What are they called? The hosts. All the people that aren't real are called hosts and everything, and they can't hurt you, but you can hurt them if you want to, like Grand Theft Auto or whatever. Except you can't be hurt.
So when you say you can't be hurt, you cannot die in that game and die in real life.
They can't physically hurt you in any way, shape, or form.
They're programmed not to be able to hurt you.
I could start Nat Turner's Revolt.
If you wanted to, it's pretty much rape and pillage.
Yeah,
yeah.
You basically have God mode turned on the whole time.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah. So you can just go in and be like, and you walk in. I won't tell you how you sort of get into the world and everything, but you kind of just get into this world. And it's almost got a little Groundhog's Day feel because I don't know how long these people are in there for.
Yeah.
But it sort of restarts the entire sort of day. So you walk in or whatever. You can you see this bum fall off this stagecoach. If I go decide to help him pick him up, oh, thank you so much, man. Speaking of, I got this treasure you want to do, and you can kind of go off and do whatever this adventure with them. And the way they explained it is like you start in this small town called Stillwater or something like that. But the further out that you get from the main where they drop you off at, the crazier shit can be. Like there's bandits and all kinds of crazy shit. And there's this guy that is sort of trying to break the game somehow and everything. And I have so many questions that they haven't really answered yet. And even they're showing like the hosts are starting to catch on to some stuff. And you don't know if it's being programmed into the hosts or if the hosts are sort of getting smarter or if this mystery man in black that's fucking up the game is causing all kinds of shit. So there's so many fucking questions. Anthony Hopkins, he's like the head rich guy that oversees all this. Yeah.
He created like the first bunch of models. He built the AI for them and whatnot.
It's so good, and
acting is. They actually got some really good actors, like A-list actors, and they got some really good actors I've never seen before acting really good. Like
Cyclops is in there.
James
Marsden, and then Marilyn Manson's ex-girlfriend, Evan Rachel Wood. Actually, she was on True Blood. She was the queen.
Okay. So the two standouts so far, as far as acting goes, as far as like no-name actors, the girl that plays Dolores acts really well, and there's a guy who glitches out, and he fucking goes from like 3 different personalities in like one scene.
Dude.
It's fucking crazy.
It's trippy as fuck.
That was bad.
Yeah. It's so good though. I'm just like, and it'll make you think. We all know what Prodigy would do in this fucking.
Yeah.
Prodigy, because they have these sort of two friends that go in there and they completely do just you can just tell their own inner core personality. Where one guy's trying to be good, the other guy's just like, nah, fuck this.
Yeah,
Don't talk to that dude. He's gonna work you on some bullshit ass adventure or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's just it'll bring out like the inner you. If like you were just dropped into like a little sandbox world where there were no consequences for whatever it is that you wanted to do.
Yeah, you pay for what you want.
Yeah, if you want to just go and just drag people by the hair and bring them out to the barn and rape them, you could.
You could.
If you just wanted to shoot a motherfucker in the face, you could.
Yeah, if you want to have like a bisexual orgy, you
You
could.
could, yeah.
Damn.
It's crazy, and it's something that I really haven't seen before.
Yeah.
It's something you gotta check out.
How many episodes are there so
So
far?
far, it's
so
only
far,
been
too.
2.
Oh damn!
Every Sunday, so
Yes.
it's early to catch on.
Super early.
It's an easy watch.
Yeah.
They're an hour long, but like Stitcher's bringing up, there's a lot of questions. I'm thinking there might be someone trying to hack this system.
I think it's the Man in Black. Actually, he's fucking up the system.
I think he's on his own separate thing. I think that dude's just crazy.
We don't want to say too
Elliot.
much because they haven't watched.
Yeah, but
But it's
It's only 2 episodes. That's gonna be-
dude, there's so
yeah,
much.
but yeah,
so much content.
you're gonna have your own opinion and everything about it because
They give you so much,
many
but they leave you
questions.
with questions.
Yeah, tons of questions. I rewatched it twice and everything.
Ooh, man.
Yeah, because Lilo
New
wanted to watch
episode
it.
this week.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be on my DVR.
So y'all live tweeting this one on Sunday is what I'm hearing?
If everyone catches up on it, I
Yeah,
guess I
you
can
guys
start
need to catch up.
live tweeting on it and
Probably you can
everything.
burn.
I mean, if
Yeah.
you the trailer is what caught me. I was like, whoa, this looks
Hold on.
different from the old shit.
Did Mishka throw some hot grits on your ass?
I was dipping out.
She told you twice.
Yeah, all right. So that sounds like a strong recommendation.
Yes.
Potential show of the year.
It's
Let's
already like a 9.5 for me easily.
see. Wow.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they gotta fuck up bad.
Yeah, real bad.
Yeah, they do.
Where else we going?
You want to do my comic poll? I guess we're making it a thing now, right? It's not Gem and the Holograms.
Oh shit! No, I thought we were saving
We're
that.
saving all comics? I guess I
Yeah.
was just gonna say what I got. I'm only gonna talk
Oh,
because I haven't read them. I haven't read any of them yet.
All right, what you got?
All right. So Black Monday Murders. This fucked me up because the cover is like upside. It's a guy upside down, so it
yeah.
fucked me up for a minute. This is a great comic. Pick it up. Hickman also has a new comic coming out called Frontier. Comes out next month. I believe it's November 16th. So definitely get on that one because not only is Jonathan Hickman writing it, he's actually fucking drawing it as well.
What? He draws?
Apparently.
He
Yeah.
can do all things in comics.
Yeah. All right. I got the new Punisher series, Old Man Logan, whole bunch of Star Wars comics for K-Mac, even though she's like behind. I got to actually set them out for her. Thunderbolts, which is pretty good. It's the team that Bucky leads.
Oh, okay.
Bucky with the good hair.
Yeah, Bucky with the good hair. Power Man and Iron Fist. Check that out if you guys want some more like current stuff for Luke Cage and Iron Fist as well.
Looks like
And
they got fucked up.
Yeah, and Black Mariah's in it as well. Well, not this particular one, but she's in the story. All-Star Batman from Rebirth. Damn, this is fucking a little thick. Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Gotham Academy for my daughter.
Yeah, it's gotta be for Lily.
Death Stroke.
There we go.
The Flash has been really good.
Excellent.
Godspeed's been great.
Yes, I want him on the show actually, like on the actual TV CW show.
Oh yeah,
You
that'd
know
be
what I
great.
mean?
Well, we don't know who the Alchemist is, so
Yeah, that's true.
He's not fast, apparently.
Oh.
Well, so far.
Oh, do you guys know that the guy who's in Saw, he's the voice of Alchemy? Tobin, whatever.
Oh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
It's probably him for now until he takes off the mask and be
Oh
somebody
yeah,
else.
yeah. Just like he did with
Yeah.
Zoom.
Doom Patrol, which I haven't read the first one yet. I have it though. Mosaic, which is a new
yeah.
black character
Yeah,
for Marvel.
I want
so
to get that one. Yeah.
If y'all haven't seen it yet, this is the comic. Go check it out. Support diversity in comic books. Well, actually, support it, but I don't know if it's good or not yet.
Yeah.
So,
We'll all read.
Buy this comic. Let's support black culture.
rolling dice for a comic book called Solo. No idea what the fuck it's about. It says "Get Me Solo." It's a one-man war on terror. So,
It's a Marvel one. Okay.
the Clone Conspiracy. It's a new series for Spider-Man. You should
Interesting.
probably get on this.
Okay.
So.
Artwork looks great. The cover.
Now is
Yeah,
that,
it's pretty
is
cool.
that Parker or is that Miles?
Looks like it's
Parker,
Parker.
yeah.
Reborn, another one I'm rolling the dice with. It's a Mark Miller comic. It's by Image. So, and then a James Bond comic.
What the hell?
I fucking love James Bond, and there's a comic book
There we
series
go.
now
Nice.
called Hammerhead.
I like
so, yeah.
Which Bond are they using? Does it look like Daniel Craig?
No.
It's just Bond. James
It's got
Bond.
black hair.
Yeah, those are my polls for the week.
All right, and we're gonna go diving into some comic stuff on Friday with our live podcast over at Cave and Cal in downtown Oakland.
Yep.
Starting at 7. p.m.
And there'll be after party at Drake's dealership. So.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, I didn't know.
Looked like we did last time, man.
Anybody make reservations for it?
No, but I will.
All right.
Yeah, it's like afterwards, we feel like I get a huge high from just doing shit live. So
yeah.
Gotta wind it down.
True.
Have a couple drinks, even though I'm gonna run fucking crazy far the next week, but whatever. A couple drinks ain't gonna kill me.
Should we get these questions?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Why don't we start off? So, Dirty. Go ahead.
Dirty Stu.
Dirty Stu's question for our Ask B Then BTI. If you guys have a question you want to ask us, throw that hashtag at us. We'll throw it on the docket and we'll answer them. And Dirty Stu always got really good fun questions and everything. His question for this week is what's your favorite porn parody?
Oh, I mean, I mention mine every fucking week. You know that.
I miss Overwatch.
Yeah. God damn.
Mine says there's a.
Don't you say it.
A Scooby Doo parody. Damn it. Okay, I won't use that one then. 'Cause that one's pretty fucking good.
See it.
Go on.
But yeah, there's. Let me think of another one.
That's right. Yeah,
Get in here.
But no, so yeah, just for the Scooby Doo parody, like it's fucking Fred, fucking Wilma, and Daphne, and then
Is Velma thick as fuck though?
huh? No, she's not too thick. She could be thicker, but she's not skinny.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some lesbian action going on,
some good scissoring,
some double click in the mouth.
Jinkies.
Jinkies indeed.
Anybody else got some? Come on. Porn parodies.
I have actually never watched a porn parody.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn.
Just seemed hella
last
cheesy
one
to
I
me.
saw was probably the Star Wars.
Oh, those are
one.
good.
Oh yeah.
Was it Force Awakens or old school?
I don't know. It was some chick that would look like she was supposed to be like Darth Maul, and she was,
Oh, yeah.
she was fucking Jedi.
I seen a preview of that one.
Yeah. So those are some really good ones.
I wasn't exactly paying attention to the plot.
Yeah. Who does?
Yeah, they get creative on those. So thank you, Dirty Stu.
Well, actually, I have another one for you guys. So this one isn't a porn parody, but it's basically it's Cinderella, and she's like she lived with her step-parents, and her godmother is like this black guy, and he has like this one, and I talked about this before
Yes,
in the
you
podcast.
have. I remember this story.
And he gives her like a snapping pussy. So anybody that fucks her, like her pussy, like snap crackles and pop and shit like that. But it was on Skinamax, so it's not really a porno.
That shit's hella old.
But I actually found it recently, and I was like, this is fucking hilarious.
Oh boy. The next one is actually from Dirty Stu as well. I think, and I don't want to put words into his mouth. I think this one was for the Better Than MJ.
I can answer here, dude. I got an answer for it.
I want to go into more detail on that, Cass, but it's do you think the NBA should have one championship game similar to the Super Bowl rather than a 7-game series?
Yes. For me, yes. Fuck a 7-game series. You get one chance. You got fucking 4 quarters to win, goddammit. If you don't fucking win, that's the game. Why the fuck do we have 7?
You are so wrong.
No, fuck that.
No,
why doesn't the NFL do it then?
You're
why
awful.
Why does it work for the NFL?
It works for the NFL because it's played on a neutral field, first of all.
Then put it on neutral field.
No, but you have the entire you have a history with the NBA of series. I mean,
fuck that series.
You need a series. The other thing for the NFL, that's clearly different is you have an entire 2 weeks to prepare. Well, just for the I don't know soccer, but you have an entire 2 weeks to prepare for the Super Bowl of nothing but healing and prep time and whatnot. For the NBA and their playoff system, it's back to back to back to back to back. You may get an off day, but you have to go right on in. And the home court advantage that you worked on in the regular season.
So why not just have one?
Because you have to. You don't have any prep. There's no prep time. There is no prep time. There's no healing time. You have to win a series. Home court advantage means a lot.
Healing time, but they keep playing back to back to back games.
Yeah.
Why not just have one game and that's it?
Because it has to be a series because home court is also important. You can't do it on a neutral field. You've always worked to have it on.
We already have
home
this
court.
Technically in the NCAA tournament.
NCAA tournament is completely different, and I'll tell you why. The NCAA tournament is a one and done throughout.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's a one and done on all neutral fields for the whole thing. But you don't have any advantage whatsoever with your seeding. You're supposed to be playing bad teams,
and you already have it in the Olympics. That's how they do the Olympics.
Yeah, but the Olympics
that round robin is kind of like the season.
Yeah, but
and then you enter a single elimination tournament.
But there's no way for you to know in the Olympics how good Turkey is compared to Canada or whatever. I mean, you got teams that don't play against similar competition.
I think you get a better in basketball, and I'm still sort of analyzing it because I think I wouldn't mind it being a 3 or a 5 game series more than a 7. But I think you get a better representation of who's the actual true champ when you have a series more so than a 1-game thing. Now, for theater and everything, in terms of like, all right, this is one moment, this is the game and everything. Obviously, a 1-game final or 1-game championship is really awesome and what you want. That's why, I mean, for many reasons, like you sort of touched on, that's why the Super Bowl is so popular. But I don't think it works completely with all aspects of sports. It's like, I mean, even with football, you had the one year where the Patriots were clearly the best team in the fucking country, went undefeated and everything, and they just happen to have one bad game, and it's just like,
you choked.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing too, you got to look at it from the NFL standpoint. You couldn't have play series of football.
No, you can't.
Yeah, like everyone would be
die.
dead by the end of the,
it's a real goddamn sport. That's why
they got to the championship.
Yeah,
everyone would be dead. They'd be so injured they wouldn't be able to play. So
But basketball's modeled after, in a lot of ways, when it comes to the series, after baseball. That's what it really is when it comes to playing the best of. They want to do it like baseball.
And also with basketball, it's so fast paced. It's like constantly like running back and forth on the court. So like, it's a high scoring game. So I can understand why it's played for different series because you get to see more of the athletes playing, like Stitch was saying. But with football though, it's more like there's an incident. Then there's time you're waiting, and then it's like another fucking incident, and then you're fucking waiting again for the next play. So I can see why it's baseball.
Like Cakeman said, it's a lot about how physical the actual sport is.
Right.
And you think about it, even though hockey is really fucking tough, and that might be an outlier for the comparison, but even even though it's not on the same level, but golf is technically a series. I'm just saying most of your so-called major championships, besides your combat sports,
fucking shuffleboard,
and besides your like I said, your main core sports and everything, they go by series. But it's just with all the physicality that you have in football, just like as you do with boxing, MMA.
Bring physicality in a fucking golf. Basketball. Shit,
Oh, there's physicality already. It's not like football. It's not like football.
It's not like football, but golf though, goddamn.
I'm not comparing it. I was just saying an example.
To me, I consider golf to be a game and not a sport.
That's
my opinion. True, but damn.
The sporting aspects of it.
Betting.
I don't know. You hit something and then you literally get
walk.
In the fucking
car. You can play golf drunk.
Well, there's tournaments that don't allow you to use carts, so you do.
No, you're not supposed to use. Yeah,
tough ass walking.
So do you consider walking a sport?
No.
Hey man, it's an Olympic game.
Actually, yeah, it is. Fuck, you're right.
Medal.
Yeah. It's okay. So let's put a little geek spin on it. So let's say, you did competitive with Counter Strike, and it was that or you did StarCraft.
Well, I can did competitive a lot of games.
Okay, would you feel more comfortable if it was just? And I don't know. I've never played StarCraft or anything. Would you feel more comfortable if there was a world championship where it was just you versus Prodigy in one match, or a series of 3? Would that be a better determination, or for even people listening, let's say a Call of Duty round and everything, would that be fair?
Yeah, just one. I mean, that's why they do it in esports. It's just one. You play once because you might have to adapt to somebody's play style, right? And that's about it. You get that one chance to do it, and if you don't, you're fucking done. Okay. The next time you play is when the next time you play.
Okay.
Yeah, for basketball, it doesn't work as well.
I've never been a fan of having a series of something. Like if I beat you at something, you've been beaten.
I think the series are too long in basketball. I mean, a 7-game series in every round is ridiculous. It's a money grab.
They used to have the first. Just piggyback on that. Used to have the first round best of 5.
Yeah, best of 5.
And I like that better.
I think the first round should be best of 3. Second round should be best of 5, and then your championship should be best of 7, because by then you've eliminated the the cream should rise to the top by then.
Yeah, and it's also kind of fucked up the way they do it too, because if you look at it logically, if these are really hard playing games, you can literally take off the first 2-3 games, barely even fucking play the games, to like heal people up, and then blow them out in the last games. You can make that into a strategy.
Well, that's kind of what the Warriors did with Steph Curry last season.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. Possible, yes. I just say that home court advantage when you're in a stadium that only holds about 20,000 and it's indoor can mean a lot.
I don't care about the home court advantage thing, man. To be honest with you, I mean NFL has shown us that it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, but it's such a different game.
It's still just a game, though. I don't understand why.
Both games, but they're very different.
They both have fans, and the fans go to their fucking events.
It doesn't work like that for football. Football, I mean, you can't even get if you're playing, let's say, at Seattle and stuff like that, where their stadium rocks out at like 115, 120 decibels and everything, and they lead the National Football League in opponents like false starts. Like that crowd's doing something where you can't just yell hike. You got to do like silent audibles and hand signals and stuff, and it fucks up the communication. But I can see how that plays, but that doesn't apply in the Super Bowl because
that's why I like it.
Yeah, so it's.
Super Bowl's loud too.
Yeah.
But
this would be a nice conversation we need to take up over at Drake's.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
Talk about sports. Go sports.
So, Prodigy, you have a question
So wait,
as well?
before you do that, just for you guys if you guys enjoy the conversation we just had about sports, definitely check out the Better Than Mike Tyson. Is that what it's called?
Oh my God, this dude! All right, if you want to check out before the cast or whatever, what was that dude's name? You said he said
Mike Hamilton.
No, who said was in the Spartan Run?
Oh, I'm not into sports.
Oh, what's the dude?
It was the guy who did the beast mode with us.
Well, no. What is the guy's name? He's like, oh yeah. He's like, did you hear Ronnie Lockley was at the Spartan Run? I'm like, who's Ronnie Lockley? And he's like, the football player. I'm like, Ronnie Lott? And he's like, yeah, whatever. They all sound the same or whatever. I was like, you took a
reading Jim comic books.
Yeah, exactly.
No, I don't watch sports at all. So fuck you, and fuck you.
Oh shit!
All right.
His name could have been Tyrell Jenkins. I don't fucking know.
It's better than MJ, better than Kobe, is what you're trying to say.
Exactly. We got to get another episode.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
So, real quick. So, switching gears a little bit on Be the BTI question. I noticed that there was 2 movies that flopped this past weekend over in the box office.
Oh yeah.
Wait.
One, what?
I was gonna say movies came out.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. A very important movie came out.
Yeah, so one of them was the Nate Parker Birth of a Nation movie. We've talked about that quite a bit. I think we all kind of can suspect some of the reasons why that one flopped.
Character assassination.
Yeah, but, I think it's very obvious. The other one that seems very interesting to me along the same lines that got zero attention because everybody kept talking about, Nate Parker's movie flopped, Queen of Katwe, however you pronounce it.
Oh, it's a Disney movie, right?
Disney movie, Lupita Nyong'o, who's, on her way to being a big household name star.
Hold on, though.
What?
I didn't see any real commercials or anything for that
I
fucking
did.
movie.
On Disney's channel and some of the kids' channels, it was heavily advertised.
Wait,
a lot.
so this is a problem, though. Like, is that a kid's movie?
It's a PG movie. I wouldn't say it's a slapstick cartoon movie per se. I think it's a family movie.
What's the name of the movie?
Queen of Katwe. It's about like an African chess player.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Super positive, quote unquote, movie or whatever. It did worse than the Nate Parker movie. Why does only one get attention for bombing and the other nothing?
Well, because we all know this, but it's because they attacked him right before the movie came out. For events that happened like 10 or 12 years ago. Actually, more than that, right?
That's 16.
That's the reason why.
That one gets attention, but why not Lupita's?
Because there was no controversy surrounding that movie. Nobody was trying to character assassinate the person who made the fucking movie.
And plus, it's a Disney movie, so.
And I didn't see one fucking preview.
I've seen one preview. You probably saw it, but just probably didn't pay any attention to it. Like I've seen a few commercials for it.
But I mean, look what's in the theater right now that's playing. I mean, the only movie that I saw like anything, there's a couple of them. There's the top 3. No, Girl in a Train, Miss Pettigrew. No, that's not him. His movie's this weekend.
His movie's The Accountant.
Yeah, The Accountant. I think that I've seen a shit ton of that. But that's not even out. But the other one, the Miss Pettigreen's Home for Peculiar Children, I saw a shit ton of commercials for that.
True.
And then there was Mark Wahlberg's Deepwater Horizon, And then the Magnificent Seven.
Yeah, I wanted to see Magnificent.
This movie Storks, I barely saw shit for that, and that's
I saw it on Kids Channel.
So that was like
fuck.
number 5, 6 on here, and then there's Sully, which is still playing.
Yes.
Masterminds, I don't even know what the fuck. Oh, that's that comedy with Zach Galifianakis that like was supposed to come out in the spring, and then they pushed it to the fall.
Definitely a slow time for box office.
So,
no doubt about it.
I watched Jack Reacher in like next week.
Ooh,
Okay.
yeah.
But this
Jack
one,
Reacher, that was a good ass fucking movie.
Yeah, there's like the second one.
The first one. I didn't watch
Yeah,
the second
no, the second one's supposed to come out next weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
The
same
bad
with
dude.
the accountant. So,
but
Girl on the Train looks interesting.
nobody had any interest in either one, basically.
Well, the problem, like I said, they fucked up this guy's career.
Yeah, no, I get the Nate Parker one completely. This other one that people want, positive movies and all this other stuff. Nobody gave a fuck about this one.
Well, it's not that nobody gave a fuck. It's that it wasn't marketed, man. Like seriously, I never heard of that fucking movie before you mentioned it.
Really?
I'm sorry, or I think it was like because somebody had compared it, like you just did, and I was just like, what fucking movie is this? I didn't even know Disney made that movie.
Well, The Birth of a Nation came in 6th place this weekend for box office gross.
Yeah, it fought, man.
And everybody's saying that that's a bomb.
But I mean, there wasn't that many. Like The Girl on the Train only made $24 million, so.
But this isn't even Nate Parker's first movie, so
no, it isn't.
Why did they wait until now?
It's the first time he directed a movie.
Oh, okay.
I think he wrote and directed, or co-wrote, or whatever. Okay. But yeah, that was my take, or at least my question on it. What else we got?
So the Galaxy Note 7
blowing up
got recalled because it was blowing up, and then the ones that got replaced start blowing up too.
Sucks. I was hoping to get one.
Yeah,
before they start blowing up.
You guys
call
see
you Johnny Storm?
You guys see the packaging that Samsung sent to their customers to send it back? Because I think the post office wasn't going to allow it to be shipped back just because the phones would catch on fire. But
they spontaneously catch on fire.
Yeah, like they're charging them.
If you're charging them, it's almost like I guess the hoverboard kind of situation where if you were overcharging it, they would sort of catch on fire sort of deal.
Explode.
Yeah.
Explosion.
Even when I flew back from New Orleans, they were saying like if you have a Samsung Note, you need to power it off and take out the battery and stuff. Like they were
banned on planes.
Yeah. And the fucked up part
a lot of them they were saying like you can't. And then the one I was on, the flight I was on, they were like you need to remove the battery, et cetera, et cetera. I was like shit. I thought that's how there was okay.
It does. The Galaxy 6, the phone I have, you can't remove the battery, but after that they made it so you can remove the battery again.
Well, the fucking part is that they can't replicate why they're catching on fire.
No.
At Samsung.
But yeah, which is funny. So they don't know why they actually sent out remanufactured phones and they had like new batteries in there, but same issue was happening.
Aren't there fucking YouTube videos of that shit catching on fire?
Yes,
or something out there.
There's all kinds of stuff. Like you see the one that blew up in that dude's pocket, and his whole leg was burnt up. It's all bad.
There was like that one dude who was on his phone and it fucking caught on fire and like half his face is all burnt.
Damn.
Yeah. There's a meme going around with that. Like, I'm going to return my 7th phone.
Damn.
Who saw this new this waifu anime?
Fuck.
Keijo?
Ooh, I've watched it.
Holy shit.
It's also called.
Do you know your exact life purpose?
I think it's
you know your destiny. I'm going to show you 3 ways you can figure it out.
Fighting or something like that.
Hey guys, Rich Ferguson here, and you know what? There was fires with the hover.
There's only one episode out, but it's nothing but girls fighting each other in swimsuits, using their asses and fucking tits as weaponry.
And it's a tournament.
Yes. I live for this.
So did this just come out?
Yes.
Or have I just not heard of this until now?
There's only one episode out so far, I think, on Crunchyroll. It looks fucking amazing. What are we watching here?
Oh, shit.
People's phone catching
I thought she was a ghost.
Yeah, one of the chicks.
That's the Samsung Galaxy Note in her hand. That just caught on fire.
And
she's still holding it, bitch. Drop it. What are you doing?
That looks weird.
White people. I thought you were watching like a scary film or some shit. I thought a ghost was coming out.
I'm confused. I thought it was like, is it in a bedroom? What kind of trailer park setup is that?
Watch. She comes out and it's literally smoking in her hand.
Oh my god.
And she's just holding it.
Dude,
what the fuck are you doing?
Poison film, gases and shit.
Here, come closer so it can blow up in your fucking face just like it's gonna blow up in mine.
I'm judging how messy that house is.
Yeah, so
got a fucking
should be able to
futon.
see these videos. Yeah. All right.
But yeah, I'm trying to look up see what the actual name of the show. Oh, it's called Hip Whip Girls. It's what it's translated into.
Shit is everything. I love it.
But yeah, so what the premise of the show is that these girls are going to school to train to be fighters, And the way the game is played is that there's a platform that sits in the middle of a pool, and they basically, it's almost like sumo wrestling, but they use their ass and their titties to knock each other off. But the fight scenes are like some shit from like Dragon Ball Z. Like there's like this one girl, you just see her like just spin, like she does like a quick little turn, and another person knocked out and falls into the water. It's so fucking funny and great.
The one that got me is when she did.
It's on Crunchyroll.
Yes, on Crunchyroll.
Oh damn!
When she did the ghost move though, where she thought she was hitting her with her
tits,
and then it was actually her ass that did the hitting. Oh my god!
And the girl's like, oh my god, that she used the what's the name, the ghost titty ass move, something like that.
Fucking great.
And like this girl's like she was giving girls concussions with like her ass.
Yep.
It was fucking crazy.
She grabbed the other girl's bathing suit with her butt cheeks.
Yeah, no, she grabbed it with her tits.
Yep.
Oh yeah, that.
Like there's a scene where like they started fighting each other with their boobs, and like the girl starts to fall back, but she like scrunched her titties and it grabs the other girl's bathing suit, and she like pulled herself back up from it. Yeah,
it's so jiggly, so etchy. I can't wait to watch
fucking
more.
Funny.
Man.
I can't wait for more too.
You're an awful person.
No, it's great.
That sounds fun.
You don't like Jim, but you like this?
I have a problem with it though, like a big problem. Like Kotaku did a whole article, and I was like, "Fuck everything about you." You don't have to watch it if you don't like it, but I need this.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting take on fighting.
It was like somebody had commented on one of our videos that our reaction was disgusting. It was like for which one was it?
Oh, MILF.
The Fifth Harmony one.
Yeah.
And I was like, what's disgusting? That we like women? Go fuck yourself.
Yeah, we get a lot of hate on our YouTube channel now.
Well, not a lot. It's just a
more.
Yeah.
We actually owe a whole lot of reactions though. Like we haven't done a Brazil reaction in a long time. We haven't done a K-pop reaction in a long time. Like a long time.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Yeah. But did y'all see the big reveal at the was it New York Comic Con?
Which was
Sigourney Weaver announced as the main villain for the Defenders Marvel TV show.
Great actress. I'm excited.
I don't know
what role, but
she's a villain.
Yeah, no, exactly.
She be alien.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. They didn't name her. They didn't name her character. It's just that. So the cast of the Defenders was on stage, and they announced her, and she came out, and the crowd started chanting, "Holy shit!"
Yeah.
And you can see the guy who plays Danny Rand and Mike Coulter like chanting "Holy shit" with the crowd. It was fucking crazy. So this just got a whole lot more interesting for me.
Well, she might play a villain.
Well, see, they
said it says right here. It says might.
Well, everyone else is reporting that she might, but she's in the show. So
nice.
I don't know how she manages to juggle all of her work, but it's going to be interesting to see where she goes.
I'm excited.
Yeah. So we're going to see this the end of next year. So
yeah, I need Iron Fist to kind of complete that, you know.
Yeah, we'll see him. There's a date, I believe, in March or April or something of next year, or something like that. So we'll see him first before we see the Defenders. So far, we haven't given our review on Luke Cage yet, but I'm going to say the Marvel Netflix TV stuff has been bringing it so far.
Oh yeah.
So I'm not too worried about Iron Fist.
She would be a good Morgan Le Fay.
Yeah, I was looking at that.
Yeah.
I don't know Morgan Le Fay.
You should from fucking Justice League and all that shit. You got your mind full of fucking Teen Titans Go. Remember Justice League with Mordred and Etrigan and all that shit?
I thought no. For some reason, no. I don't know.
Anybody else know what the fuck I'm talking about?
I don't know.
I know because I'm looking at the picture. Anybody watching Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. this season?
I've watched the first episode.
Have you watched last night's?
No, I didn't watch last night's. I'm behind a couple. Actually, I've been watching Star Wars Rebels instead.
I heard that really has been good.
It's gotten really dark. Yeah, they're on the 3rd season right now, so I caught up. And the end of the 2nd season was actually really dark. Like, a lot of people died, and, like, Darkseid, like, showed up kind of type thing. They brought in James Earl Jones to be Darth Vader. A lot of dark themes for a kid, more quote-unquote kid show. So I was actually really surprised in how dark they went. But this season's been kind of interesting so far, so we'll see how they go. As long as they keep on that still like PG-13 type deal. Like
it's on the Disney Channel, right?
It's on Disney XD. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's pretty interesting.
All right. Nice. What else we got?
Who brought up this thing about Smallville?
Oh, I did. So Michael Rosenbaum, I think it's how you pronounce his name. He used to play Lex Luthor on the show, and he finally came out and said why he had left the show. And the reason why he did is because he mainly wanted to do like comedy stuff. So the show was too serious for him. So he wanted to try to venture out and kind of get away from that Lex Luthor lifestyle, basically.
Is he kicking himself in the ass now?
Yeah.
What comedy has he been in?
Well, he did that like sorority chicks. Sorority chicks. Yeah.
You can't even remember what he was in.
No, that's the only one I can think of is Sorority Girls or whatever, where he like dresses up as a female. Him and some other guys, they like try to join a sorority as girls and stuff like that.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it was bad. It wasn't that great of a movie, a movie. But yeah, it's the only comedy thing I can say he was in. But he also does the voice of Flash in the animated series.
But Smallville was on for like fucking a dozen years or some shit.
Yeah,
right?
like 9 years. Yeah, 10 seasons.
God damn.
But yeah, he explained why he finally did, or why he did, and even he mentioned how his grandmother was even asked him like, how come you're doing this show when you want it to be more in, like a comedy role and stuff like that. So he finally came out and said that.
He said, "Fuck money" is what he said.
Yeah, basically.
You should have just went to Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
Did the guy who played Tommy die today?
Yeah,
Martin. Okay, I thought I saw something, but I didn't get a chance to fully read if that actually was.
It did
legit.
happen, sadly. And that was he was good on that show, and a few others, Harlem Nights and whatnot.
Oh yeah, true.
If only he had a job, man.
Yeah.
Let's round it up.
Cake Man, with Pam.
Cake Man, what you getting into this week? What you looking forward to, or recommending?
I'm looking forward to playing some Mafia 3, getting an Xbox One so I can play Gears 4. Probably gonna get back into reading some comics. What else? What movies are coming out? I need to go see Birth of a Nation. What was the other movie I want to see? I want to see The Accountant because it kind of hits close to home. Release the title.
Is that your job?
My day job. What was the other movie I want to see? Jack Reacher. That's gonna be good. That's about it.
That needs to be a game, Jack Reacher. Actually, no. I'm thinking of the movie with Keanu Reeves.
John Wick.
Yeah, John Wick. That needs to be.
They're coming out with a sequel.
That's like
there's a trailer, I believe, for John Wick 2. Yeah, it's called John Wick Chapter 2. Is that right?
John Wick's a bad.
Those are like some of the most realistic gun battles ever. Fucking love it.
It's a good movie.
Cronus, what you got?
Actually, me and Bunny Man, we're gonna go to the Float Center on Friday.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm gonna take another guy to the Upside Down. It's gonna be great. We're gonna do. Oh, thanks everybody for supporting me and Bunny Man on Black and Yellow, which is also on Black and the Black Times Infinity. It's been really well received and it's been pretty awesome. We got some epic fucking questions for the next one.
Nice.
Some really good Asian and African American questions. Other than that, looking forward to doing this live event. I love doing these fucking live events. Yep. I hate breaking down all the goddamn equipment to go to these fucking places, but when we all get to sit in front of people and like talk and have everybody like listen to us, it's pretty awesome. So I look forward to seeing you all there. That's about it. Oh, and I'm gonna try to run a little bit so I can train for the Spartan Beast, even though the running wasn't the problem, but I'm gonna do it anyway. All right.
There you go. Blue, what you got?
For me, I'm catching up. I'm gonna actually check out this Westworld show, try to see what that's all about. Definitely excited about this Friday with the live podcast from the comic book shop. I'm gonna definitely give my recommendations of reading Jim and Holograms.
God damn.
No, definitely check it out. It's just because it's girly or whatever. It's a good read. It definitely is a good read. So check that out. This weekend, I'm just gonna be drinking.
Goddamn. Wait, hold on. Before I get to everybody else, is anybody going to the IGN event on Saturday?
I'm going to talk to K-Mac about it tonight.
Okay.
Probably in the morning. He's probably sleeping.
It's the 20th anniversary. It's in San Francisco.
Yeah, I need to talk to Lilo because it's like our birthday weekend. Our birthday is coming up like next week. So
I thought you already had it.
Nah, our birthday's on the 18th.
Oh, they had like a party.
Yeah, the little party or whatever.
The fuck?
Yeah. And girls going to have like 7 birthdays a year, half birthdays, all kinds of crazy
It's like
shit.
a Hobbit. Second breakfast.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
All right, Stitch, what you getting into?
Actually, before you go, Stitch, so that football player that I was talking about, his name is Ronnie Moss. Was the guy
Randy Moss.
Randy Moss.
And I'm seeing what you're saying.
Still fucking up.
This motherfucker right here.
Hey man,
I know you don't know sports, but
I don't know. I don't know how to read.
Characters in Jim and the Holograms.
I do.
Oh, man.
All right, Stitch.
It's hilarious. Yeah, plan on playing some Mafia 3. I want to put in some good legit work on that. I'm excited about. Maybe get Tomb Raider towards the end part of the weekend, depending on what I got planned. Me and Lilo will do something for her birthday weekend. I would love to definitely do the IGN thing because I would definitely want to check out their whole little studio and setup. Just got to see what she wants to do. Other than that, just sort of resting and fucking chilling and everything. I'm sleep deprived as a motherfucker right now, but just want to just chill and relax this weekend and have a good ass time, especially at the comic live event.
Old Ninja with your old ass.
Definitely playing some more Gears of War 4. I've been playing a lot of Star Trek Online, so I'll probably be doing that. Unfortunately, I won't be able to make the live event, but I'm going to try to catch up on a couple shows as well.
IGN?
IGN, I don't know.
God damn it.
Yeah, see. Yeah, but, I mean, if you're able to go, you should definitely go. No one's stopping you.
No,
Yeah.
Other than that, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Good shit. IGN for me, definitely going to the Cape and Cowl event on Friday. Can't wait. It's going to be fun. I think it might be raining, but it doesn't matter. We're going to still have a good ass time.
We'll be inside. It'll be fun.
It'll be awesome.
If you go, make sure you take Bart, because they break into people's cars out there.
God damn it. But thank y'all. Please rate us on iTunes. That is excellent. And give us some feedback as well on iTunes. Write a review. Hit us up on Twitter at BTI.
Much love to our guest, CoCo Ave, for coming through at the beginning.
They're awesome.
Yeah, Blue's thirst is real.
Yeah.
Hey, there's a thing called being polite, and that's what I was doing.
There's also a thing called being thirsty.
That couch gonna be polite.
You trying to be polite with your dick.
Inside!
Taking temperatures with it.
I can admire from afar.
Don't forget to check out the rest of our subsidiary podcasts on binheadproductions.com.
Yeah, Earth Girls Are Easy, Better Than MTR Kobe, Black and Yellow. What else you got? Jitscast. Well, it's under it. Yeah, Cronus does as well.
Yeah. Oh, don't forget to check out our Twitch channel. Some of us have been twitching out some of the live games. I think Stitch
I'm going to twitch out some Mafia 3 this weekend for sure.
And I'm definitely going to twitch out more Gears of War 4 as well, especially the Horde Mode 3.0, which I'm excited to try. So check out our Twitch, twitch.tv/BThenBTI.
See, the only time I twitch is when I got hypothermia. I'm like Parkinson's disease patient. I'm like,
God dang.
All right.
Thank y'all.